way, in case anyone's vaguely interested and doesn't know the game,
Nope.
Go on Steam at the moment. You can pick up Warhammer Fantasy Vermintide 2 for free. If you buy it with the next couple, if you get it with the next couple of days, because it's a special event, because their new game's coming out soon.
Fair enough.
And Vermintide 2 is fantastic. So
I've got some Warhammer games, Dawn of War, that I bought like over 10 years ago now.
I remember Dawn of War 1 was pretty decent until the last expansion came out and ruined it. But
Fair enough. To be honest, I only played them like once or twice. And let me see if right. Time played on that one, none. 34 minutes, 77 minutes. Because
some missions, like a couple missions, maybe.
To be honest, I had no idea what I was doing, so
That's what I always had no idea what I was doing in that game.
it was mainly just like pissing around.
Hey, I just played Chaos. I made an army of angry people with axes and just chopped everyone to bits.
Yeah.
That's how I do. And they make giant death crabs with cannons in their chest. So it works. But yeah, Dawn of War 1. First part of the game was great.
Oh, bye, James.
Yeah, first game was great. First expansion was great. Third expansion was amazing. Fourth expansion ruined everything the other three parts of the game made. It was so bad. It was so bad they made a second game and apologized because they realized they'd fucked it too hard.
Yeah, that's
when
probably
you know
not a
you
good
fucked
then.
up.
Yeah.
That's when you know you fucked up. And Dawn of War 2 is very different, but it's got kind of a charm.
Just letting you guys know we are live.
Yeah, we heard.
Okay.
What is this? Where's this come from? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not live on my end yet. Are we getting an alley today, by the way?
Oh, I don't actually know about. Did I say they had something on today?
Late, but I never seen anything about Ali not turning up.
Sure, they might have said something a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I also vaguely remember something, which normally means that there was something. That's fine. The point will be watching all of you die.
Moral support. The point will be moral
in abstract horror.
Yeah. They're travelling back from Netherlands.
Yeah, he's a storyteller. He's a chronicler. So of course he would live to tell the tale.
The bard lives. Why
Ali's travelling back from Netherlands. So depending on delays and what flight they booked, they may be late, unable to make it. That was.
I am assuming then that they are probably unable to make it because we haven't seen a single message. So they might be like on the flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna quickly get some water before we start, so you guys bounce for a couple seconds amongst yourselves.
That's fine. I've put a timer on the stream anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live so we can bam.
What were you guys chatting about?
Dawn of War.
Lou, Lou, what was the cryptic message from Lou in the chat that was, oh, you might miss Fade dying.
You're on your own with the
fire
monarchy.
princess.
Hello there.
Oh.
You're in the most danger right now.
I know they're not. I can confirm 100% they are not in the most danger right now. Regardless of any situation they could possibly put themselves in, is not quite in the most danger.
Yeah.
Me?
We have no idea the situation Fade is now in.
Fade.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
No, we've got. Despite Fade being 99% chance dead, they're still not in the most danger of any member of the party.
Oh, is it Assassin because they're going to dry out?
No, it's Alvina because she's about to put her hand in the Godfire in like 20 seconds when we go live.
No, she's not that stupid, surely.
She's doing it. She's already.
Intelligence of 7.
Oh yeah,
She
TR.
is that,
I was gonna say TR. Don't forget to change your name.
Wait, I've changed it everywhere, haven't I?
No, it's still showing us.
Petty Plume.
Yeah, still showing
not
us.
in Discord.
On Discord.
In my ass, I did. Hang on.
Oh, Clunk is actually still on roll 20
Yeah.
still as Clunk, by the way.
Oh, yep. I forgot to change it there.
Oh, I didn't change
It's
it.
why I
Yeah,
just
we do have
used-
Gwent must smile.
It's why I just use my username. It's easier.
Yeah, but it ruins it for everybody else, you lazy shit. Right, there we are.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, you've exactly pulled out the main reason why I don't use. I'm lazy.
All right, I am back.
Welcome back. We are
Welcome
live on
back.
my end. Are we live on the Alterra channel?
Yep, we're
Already.
live on the. What?
What? Who?
Where? Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes, we've been live for like
Hi.
5 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Roll 20. Here we go. Alrighty then. We do not have a crow. It appears we do not have an ally tonight. That is fine. Is everyone else here and ready? Let's do a sound check. Wolfie, you here?
Howdy!
Zormir, you here?
I think so.
Fuck you here?
Kind of.
Gwent, you here?
In spirit?
Lou, you here?
Yep.
And Fade isn't on roll 20, but I'm assuming you're here.
It's dodgy,
They're having-
Dundee
yeah.
internet.
They get blinking in and out. They'll be here.
That's
at
fair
some
enough,
point,
that's fair.
We assume.
Well, shall we get started?
Oh, there they're
Fade
gone again.
fixes whatever.
Got blinked out again.
See, dodgy.
That's
Reality
fine.
isn't
We're
stable.
starting with Alvina to see if Alvina lives and if Wolfie needs to prepare a new character for the second half of the session.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, there'll be either a very quick rolled up random spod for the rest of the session, or I'll just go fuck it and the details will go into Chris later. I think it's fine. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Everybody get the marshmallows out.
Get the marshmallows out, you're about to see an exploding elf.
I guess I should hi, so welcome everyone to the world of Alterra. Are we off the countdown now? Yeah, okay. Welcome back to episode 43, the day the ship arrived, part 3, because I'm going to be reusing this naming title until they're fucking on the ship.
We finally get to the
To be
ship.
fair, the
Oh,
ship has
damn it.
arrived.
The ship is here.
Yeah, the ship's in dock.
Previously, the ship docked. The party made a deal with Lieutenant General Firmix to do a whole bunch of things that I can't be. Kind of
A
what we're
lot of
counting.
shit
I don't know.
happened.
A lot of shit.
Alvina managed to talk away into surprisingly well into this situation that's going to kill her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fade may have fallen madly in love with the newly arrived Fire Princess.
Yeah.
Im.
Why would you not?
Yeah. She's pretty hot.
And we're about to find out if Alvina will live for the rest of the session. I say we just go straight to it. As we return back to the bowels of Iron Core, down under in the exhaustive heat and just
Under the
radiating
forge.
red glow
Under
of
the
the
forge.
Underforge. What do I even call it? It's just called the core. It's just
I
called
think it was the
core.
core, yeah. It was
Yeah,
core of
that's
flame
cool.
or something like that. It's not
Ah,
the
it's-
not molten core.
But not molten core.
Animal crack.
You have handed over to Lieutenant General Firmix your piece of Imix's crown that you uncovered from the Tower of Death.
Yep.
And stole from the skelly. It wasn't even a skeleton, just the undead
a-
guy.
I thought it was a lich.
We technically never confirmed he's a lich, but he's a lich.
I thought we actually confirmed he was a lich. We didn't know what the fuck the other thing was, but I think we found out he was a lich, at least. I think someone told us.
Who knows? Who knows? I think it was me. I think I told you.
You with an NPC, I think.
The Firmix has deactivated the portal and allowed the party to take a couple containers of primal fire, to which Alvina now has access to attempt to commune and initiate contact with. Before we get to that,
Mm-hmm.
the party watches as the force field comes down, and you can see the raw, untempered flame of the primal fire. I'm assuming all eyes are turned to this coveted prize that you have been seeking out. Maybe a little bit of amazement in the mind that you somehow fucking talked your way into just having it handed over.
Yep.
Can I say canonically, Gwent is looking at the door?
Yeah,
but-
that's
It just makes me think of the scene in Into the Spider-Verse. It can't be that easy. It was that easy.
Lieutenant General Firmic steps aside, revealing all of the glory of this burning flame. And as the party watches on, let's have a quick go around, see what everyone's first actions will be. What would you like to do as the first part of the scene before I initiate any form of movement? Alvina, what are you doing as you see the force field come down? Are you going to take your time approaching the flame? Are you going to rush at it like a Looney Tunes character?
I believe currently she is still eating and covering herself in red arcanite, as the other people are buffing, have just buffed her with various
yeah.
spells. I can't remember half the spells that were cast on me. But
I know I gave you one of my bardic inspirations.
there was a bardic inspiration, there was a guidance, there was some more stuff, I can't remember what.
I gave you, I think it was the, what was it?
You gave him something.
You can give him the
Something.
thing.
But yeah,
We'll
she
get to it when you do the roll.
Yeah, she's actually like covering herself in it, and she's staring like someone who is just gotten to the water park and is just like looking at the pool as them really prepping up to jump in. That's basically what she's doing.
Zormir, what are you doing? What are your first thoughts? What are your first actions as the portal comes down?
My first thoughts are shit. Alvina's gonna grab that stuff. And my first action, Alvina, maybe not take all of your items with you unless you want
shit,
them
leave us. Yeah, if you're
incinerated.
Yeah. Leave us loot.
Oh, fair point. I'm gonna take Assassin's backpack off and put it on the floor.
Yes. Hand
So we
over
Put
don't
your
the
sword
assassin.
down.
Yeah. And I
Give us
think,
your sword.
yeah, I think Foggy was on your shoulder, so he's gonna get off of that.
Yeah, I'll stab the amethyst sword into the ground at least. I'm keeping my swords. No one's getting them. Those will die with me.
Fuck you. What are you up to?
Fuck you is currently on the floor because he's got failed his con check on the last thing.
Oh yeah, you're being like water cooled by the giant thing, aren't you?
So
The water skin of alley.
Ice fire giant.
yeah,
Mr. Popular.
Mr. Popular.
That
That
was
was
it. I
it.
cannot remember his name.
Mr. Popular.
And I think I used enhanced ability on you to give you endurance.
Oh, for Constitution. Okay.
Yeah, con.
Oh, did you?
And Gwent, other than having your eyes on the door and mentally calculating the best exit velocity, what are you up to?
I am prepping. I'm holding a healing word for as soon as Alvina gets zapped by what I'm sure to be
Lethal
a
damage.
ton of fire. At least I can try something.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm
Honestly.
holding a healing word of, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
There's a chance they might survive if they roll high enough. Even if they fail, the damage is proportional to how low you go.
I assume they're going to cock it and then get burnt and then,
Keep going.
who knows?
Remember, everyone, if deals double your hit point damage, you instantly die, and I will have you disintegrate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If it deals, well, I'm actually gonna calculate it. I actually have to do this.
That matters.
Can we
Are you
move via an
Luke,
action
Luke Grimm, what are you up to?
And I would be gazing at it in amazement.
As a reminder, half of your warlocks are unconscious.
I thought Mr. Popular was taking the heat
He
from
is, but
them.
there's still
He's
unconscious.
helping cool them down and preventing them from getting worse, but they still have heat stroke.
They're unconscious. They're just not in critical condition.
Yeah, he's only one guy, and there's like 25, 30 of them.
Yeah, but he likes
He
heat.
is a giant.
He's a small giant though.
Yeah, he's a category large, I think.
Yeah, he size like
Mhm.
an ogre, I think.
Yeah,
He's pretty big, but he's not.
Yeah, because he's a lanky
giant.
teenager for a giant.
So he can palm a basketball.
He's
And
the same
Fade is
height as
upstairs, so we'll come back to Fade in a little bit.
Oh, I'm also doing stuff. but it's not relevant. Yeah, I know.
No, this is how. That's what I said. I'll come back to your scene in a bit.
We're on the way down.
Can only do this once at a time.
I've done the calculation, by the way. If the primal fire hits me for 242 damage in a single hit, I die instantly.
What about Death Ward?
Oh yeah, someone cast Death Ward on me, and it'll burn. I will watch the primal fire kill the Death Ward first.
Plus, you've got the 12. You calculate
That's
the
why.
12.
That's why I've got 200. I've got 109 hit points.
I will make it do 1 damage at a time.
Yeah, I assumed it would. Oh, that means I don't die. Weirdly, because of 5e's strange damage understanding.
Fine, it's a good thing this won't be fire damage. It'll be untyped damage. It'll be divine godly DM damage.
I just assumed it'd be fire damage that ignores all attempts to stop it.
Technically, the
fire
wording
damage.
I've gone with, because you know I'm a DM who understands the technical components, is you will take it will do so much damage, and your hit points maximum will reduce by the number of the damage you would have taken.
Nice.
For all those
Cool.
technical watchers out there who wants to know what the wording is you need in order to get around any player objections to, oh, what about you're not taking the damage. It's reducing your hit point maximum by it while ignoring any effect that prevents such an ability.
Which is awesome.
Noting it down for the wiki. Haha.
Primal fire fucking hurts. Just write that into the wiki.
As the party
Can I check,
That'll be the
did you
quote.
make that up just for James? Because that feels like a very James-centric rule.
I am pleased.
I had
with
a
it,
lot
thank
of practice.
Yeah, 5 years of practice.
5 years of practice.
Four and a
As
half-
the
4.5
party
is my DM.
are each having their respective thought, there's a flash of blue out of the corner of your eye as a non-particularly stealthy, frozen teenage fire giant begins to bolt for the primal flame. The party has mere seconds to react. Those with decent intelligence or wisdom may be reacting a little bit quicker, a little bit sharper of mind than the rest of your allies to recognizing what is happening. And for those with a passive insight above 12, you see the intoxication within the depths of the eyes of Mr. Popular as he is all but single-handedly determined to stare down and reach this primal fire. He appears to be in some form of trance. You see the glossy-eyed nature of someone enchanted, someone in charms, someone bewitched. Let's start with who I'm assuming has the highest insights of Gwen and Zormir.
Alright.
Zormir, you're probably the closest. Gwen's a little bit distracted, having, keeping their eye on
eyeing up,
the exit.
eyeing up the exit.
So Zormir, you're the first to out of corner of your eyes see the movement of Mr. Popular and also recognize the look on their face of they are not under their own control. Something has activated in them that now that they have seen unguarded primal fire, they are charging for it. And you have a very sickening suspicion in the pit of your stomach that when they touch that primal fire, whatever frozen magic is animating them will truly unleash its devastating power. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit him. I'm just straight up gonna hit him with the antimatter gauntlet.
Shoot him.
You gonna aim for the feet at least or anything, or are you just?
I'm aiming down at his feet, and
Go for
I'm
the
going,
knee.
and I'm gonna use my destiny to try and make. Can I use my destiny? Give it advantage on the roll to hit for his leg, or neutralize it to a flat roll for
Does a
targeted.
17 hit first?
Well, no. You have to decide if you want to re-roll a roll before I tell you the results of the roll. So before I tell you
didn't
the
mean to
result,
actually hit beforehand because I was asking if I could do it
yes, you can.
as a
You can.
target hit. I want to do it
You
as
can
a flat.
roll it with advantage. To
Alright.
be fair, though, I also let you re-roll. So with Destiny, because they're a bit more powerful, so it's more beneficial mechanically to just roll and then re-roll if you miss.
Alright.
Now, to be fair, Mr. Popular isn't wearing armor. And while he seems to be a little bit more dexterous than the average giant, it's mostly because most giants you see are wearing plate. So would you like to do anything before I announce the results of a 17? Do you believe a 17 is hit? Are you willing to gamble it?
17's not bad.
17, yeah, 17's not bad.
Not bad against an unarmored target, at least.
Because even if you like take in like giant resilience,
he's probably got okay con, but he's scrawny for a giant, right?
Yeah.
If he's got like the barbarian toughness thing, which he might have. Like 17's probably got him.
Yeah, what would you like to do, Zormir?
I'm rerolling.
I'm willing to take the risk. I'm willing to really make sure you hit.
Oh, yeah, 21. That definitely hit him.
I reckon a 17 would have hit. I reckon it would have hit.
As your weapon raises up in a flash of movement, mirroring the giant, the weapon goes off in your hand and the energy streaks across the space between the two of you as you strike Mr. Popular. You've gone a little bit ahead, so I'm going to say you're at an angle and you kind of manage to hit him in the shoulder to send him spinning in off trajectory. You deal quite a walloping punch to him. Now the question is, what type of damage is it?
Oh, that's a fair point. He's undead,
For this
isn't
undead fire giant.
Yeah, unfortunately it's necrotic.
That is necrotic, damn it.
As he is unaffected by the necrotic blast, the energy dissipates over his form without carrying the momentum with it. For as we all know, momentum only works if you deal damage. That's how that works, right? Right, the audience?
Audience agrees.
Yeah.
Still
With
getting...
necrotic damage? Maybe!
He continues running. What do you do?
Am I actually taking a full action? Then I'd take a second shot.
Take full action.
Yeah, hit him again.
He is getting closer.
Crit!
Ooh.
But the question once more is, Zormir, what
Yeah,
type
I
of damage
do.
is it?
No!
It's
As
just
Mr.
my
Popular
destiny that
continues
I'm
running,
Wow.
your damage of holy
Yes.
shit, what is that? What is it, like 90 damage?
Good.
Unless anyone is gonna destiny that and get...
Use your destiny. Oh, no,
You
you
already did!
I did.
Damn it.
I used
This
it
This is exactly what I wanted to happen.
I'm not gonna use my destiny because
because you need it.
if he doesn't kill us all and kill the primal fire, I'm gonna need that destiny.
Yeah, I might need it for what I'm going to do if it comes to it.
See, I'm not, because I don't want the Alvina to get the primal fire.
Yeah, it's okay, dude. You failed. Let's.
Normir, is there anything else you can do for your turn before we move over to Gwent?
All right. Let's see. Bonus action.
The world moves about you in slow motion, both of your shots having dissipated against the back of Mr. Popular. Anything for a bonus action? Anybody want to try and Misty step in front of him and hold off a charging fire giant?
I know what Alvina's gonna do if she gets a chance to act, but...
My only other bit is stop him.
That's fair, as your words ring out. Gwent. Something catches at the corner of your eye from, as you were staring at the doorway, and a little blue streak, and, oh, is that two gunshots? Oh, shit, something's happening. Gwent, what are you up to? What would you like to do?
Cast Command Grovel.
Ooh.
Cool.
Okay.
Wisdom 17 to beat.
Wisdom 17, okay. Does not have proficiency, but does have a slight modifier, so let's see. Will this work? It does fail. Or he does fail.
Command doesn't work on it.
It's his creature.
It's not a charm
Not
effect.
undead.
It
This
doesn't
spe-
say anything about.
This spell has no effect if the target is undead.
Ooh, it specifically does not work on undead.
Specifically doesn't work on undead.
It does say that.
Oh, shit.
Top little
Second-
paragraph. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Second
target is
sentence.
undead.
I was literally going.
Yeah,
I'm,
but
I'm sure I've tried this before in a different character. That's why it just
Interesting that it's only undead.
I mean,
It
would
looks
Gwent know
Oh, it
that
could
this
be the
guy was
language
undead?
as
though?
well.
Oh, it also might be the language. There might be two reasons why it doesn't
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
actually.
Also, would Gwent have writ known that this guy was undead? Is he obviously
know?
undead?
Gwen has a fair notion.
Cleric,
Yeah,
you might.
Mm.
he's a cleric. I'm gonna say yes. He does know you're undead. So I will allow Gwen to change their action if they'd like, because the player would know this. Question is, do you have any other options?
That's a real good question.
Old monster?
I do
Yeah.
not have those though.
Yeah, I was like, by some random
What kind
chance,
of cleric
have
do you
to have
think I am?
Command Undead. I don't even know if that's a spell.
As the seconds pass by in slow motion, as Mr.
Oh,
Popular's arms
know,
are pumping ever
You
closer to the
could use your
I-
great cleric ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run in front of him and turn undead.
Hey, that'll do.
Yeah,
Right. As
Love
you
to see
manage
it.
to easily slip by him on this
Isn't that
relatively thin passageway and
I'm-
get in front of him.
I think Gwent can actually just run all the way around and get in front of him if it came to
Yeah.
it.
Isn't
Yeah, actually,
Alright, but that's
Isn't-
not thematic, is it?
isn't
Yeah.
turn undead up to a certain CR though?
I think that's Destroy Undead.
As it destroy undead?
Yeah.
I think
Turn
that's-
undead
I
just
think turn
just
undead.
works. Yeah.
Oh, fair.
It works on, I think it works on like vampires and things. So.
I don't know if it does. Yes, only the destroy feature has a limit on it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give this guy another wisdom check
Yep.
because I'm cruel.
Yeah, unless he's like specifically has resistance. Like I think ghasts have turn immunity or turn resistance.
There's a few
Nah, this
things
guy
like
doesn't.
liches and things have it as well.
No, it's still a wisdom check, right?
Please.
Wisdom save.
Or wisdom save. All right, a 14.
Still underneath mine.
Hell yeah, Gwen.
All right.
It is turned for 1 minute.
Describe to us. You can describe to us how you get in front of him if you'd like, if you run all the way around. But describe to us the general sight the rest of the party sees as Gwent, just in a flash of movement, disappears from their side. And what does Mr. Popular see? What does your turning effect look like?
You are first going to see me just blitz past Zormir, throwing him a salty look of why couldn't you just hit him?
Technically, he hit him. The damage just did nothing.
Yeah, you hit twice.
And then in front and a big red cross. I stretch out my arms like Jesus way and become a big red cross.
T-pose for dominant!
Yeah, T-posing.
What is that? Really, two human arms, or
In a
Human arms.
how does that work?
Oh, I thought are you imagining him rear up on his back pair of legs?
Yeah,
spread
he's
the
he's
horse front legs
rearing
out?
up
oh my god,
T-posing.
Neil.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Destroy
Neil. What the
undead is when I get the horse up.
All right.
Oh, no. What they see on the undercarriage of the horse body. Oh, it's enough to destroy any undead.
screeches to a halt. Pebbles and dust spreading out in his wake as he turns and rapidly starts advancing in the opposite direction. As he charges and leaps past the rest of you onto the large anvil table. And Zormir, at the corner of your eyes, as he's kind of just huddling against the wall of this cavern, the glossy-eyed look seems to have been replaced with a new fear-induced glossy-eye look.
Hell yeah, Gwen.
Look.
It's your turn to be terrifying.
As you can feel confident that for at least the next minute, Mr. Popular has been deactivated from whatever sleeper-like command he'd been issued. Who knows
If you
what will happen
can't stop
after the
him,
minutes pass.
kill him.
Can someone kill him, please? I'm busy.
We return from slow motion to Lieutenant General just looking around. What the fuck? What just happened? And the rest of the party now kind of caught up with whatever the hell Zormir, Gwen, and Mr. Popular were doing. You are now in free open mode for the next minute as Mr. Popular is just quivering at the back. What would the party like to do?
Well, Alvina's gonna finish taking off her backpack, which I'm assuming she was literally doing as that happened. Put it on the floor. Just smile to the whole party. Go. This doesn't work. It's been fun.
Do it. Touch it.
Do it quick.
And she's gonna full on. She's gonna have the jars that she has as well. She's gonna basically put them next to the primal fire, probably on about where Gwent is. Honestly, I don't know where Alvina is in this model, by the way.
Underneath
Somewhere in
everybody.
there.
Well piled on top of her.
Thank you.
Just moving away from the fire as you're going to kill yourself, you know.
Yeah, fuck you's
As
just
you are-
egging on Alvina constantly.
Yeah.
Is fuck you actually back to being fuck you?
I mean, he's fuck you regardless of what how he
The
looks.
I
lizard
bet
form.
goblin rather than
Yeah.
lizard.
Yeah, the lizard form passed
Just
out.
get
from
this
her, so
little
it's
little
Yeah.
a
lizard guy.
goblin.
As you're walking up and leaving the rest of your party, a small squid-like hand reaches out of their backpack and touches you briefly, and just in your mind you hear, "If you die, you were a good mount." At the same time, kind of wandering over and tugging at your sleeve is the very hesitant-looking Abigail.
I was wondering what she was up to.
Alvina, are you sure about this?
I just look at her sadly and go, yeah, I've got to.
I won't lie and say I understand, but this is what you have to do. I'll trust in you.
I'll be a huge bear hug.
Abigail moves back and stands next to Zormir, just watching Alvina's back as she leaves. Would anyone else in the party like to do anything before we move on to Alvina touching the primal fire?
The primal
Scratch
fire.
myself.
Zormir, before he turns back to look at Mr. Popular, says, "You bloody well survive this, or I'm going to kill you myself."
There's just a thumbs up as she's walking away.
If you meet my god, punch him in the face.
Another thumbs up. Which one is it?
Any gods do.
Gotcha.
Punch gods in face, yep.
If you meet
That'll
a
do
god,
once you get to
punch.
Italy. Alrighty then. Alvina, as you move up to the primal fire, you can see almost an essence dancing in the flame, a presence, a persona, as if the fire has maybe not consciousness, but some form of a life to it. How would you like to embrace the fire?
Give it a
Well,
hug.
Alvina's got a manic grin on her face right now as she's walking up. She's put the jars down right there. She steps up further, and just before she's doing it, she is going to get to such an apoplectic amount of rage that she's never done before. Basically, I would like to roleplay and use 4 rages for 1 rage, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah. Time for using up resources.
I basically want to get into a abject, chaotic fury of it.
Alright, as we enter what could possibly only be described as one of the simplest skill challenges you'll ever come across. We're going to call this the Cumulative Skill Challenge.
Yep.
Now,
roll everything.
I've got with me on my other screen a detailed and documented list of percentages and what certain features, traits, and items give what bonuses to the DC. Or I guess the reduction to the DC. We're going to be going from 100 down because I think that makes it funner of trying to lower the DC. It's more aligned to what you're used to. The DC initially starts at 99 if you're unaligned to the element of fire, as we previously discussed with Zormir. Now, base personality, as I have made personality the base of this check in DC, is I think personality has the most impact when it comes to learning Elemancy.
Yeah, makes sense.
It can go anywhere between a very low 1% for those who are lawful in alignment, up to as potentially high as 25% for those extremely chaotic.
Okay.
Now, from my gauge of Alvina, while you are chaotic, you've only recently come into an obsession with fire, and your entire character, unlike some other characters I've had, aren't for some reason entirely centered around the idea of fire.
Yeah. Okay,
Some
look,
people
she's-
just come in wanting to play a pyromancer.
Yeah, she's chaotic good. She's always been very fire obsessed, but this is the much more fire obsessed.
Well, I'm going to propose that, based on personality, your starting DC will be 20%. Are
Okay.
there any objections?
Nope, I'm perfectly fine with that. That seems very fair.
Then your starting DC is 80. You must roll above 80 on a D100 to succeed. Now, this is when we get into the additional traits. I'm going to go over the ones which you can't change based on just who you are. These are your race. If you happen to be a race of an elemental noid creature, like a Genasi or a Dragonborn, you can get potentially up to +5. If you are a non-aligned race, you can get 1%, or if you're something that's slightly aligned, like an elf, you can get 2%. Now, remind me, Alvina is what kind of elf?
She is a wood elf, but we basically had it as a wild elf of the summer court, if that matters for it. So
That's fair. I'm going to give you a +3% to this for your race.
The summer court.
she is specifically of the summer court, yeah. That was...
Yes, the summer
yeah.
court elf's about to throw themselves in the fire. Does this sound familiar, James?
It sounds exactly familiar because I've done it.
You've done it.
Blackstar did not survive.
That was
But-
your first death.
It was my second.
Well, yeah, I guess we did Ikasa
Yeah.
into the world.
Yeah. Well, it's just, she's got 7. Oh no, I wrote her as dying again. She's got 6 lives left.
That lowers your DC to 77.
It's a good
Fortunately,
number.
you're not a primordial monster, so that check's irrelevant to you.
Not a
Do
bad-
you have resistance or immunity to fire?
No, I have. Actually, I don't. Did anyone give me resistance to fire? I don't remember if they
Didn't-
gave me a buff.
Didn't Sword Off give you like transference or something?
Did they have that?
No.
I genuinely don't know.
If they have something like that, then they probably did. But I
Not-
can't
not
remember.
from-
It's been
Not from
weeks.
what I've got from Chris. He doesn't have that kind of ability.
No, definitely not yet, anyway.
There's
Yeah,
a
He's
spell-
only a little babby. He's only a tier 1 minion.
There's a spell called Protection from Energy, which gives you resistance. I believe bards and clerics have it. I can't remember if Ali gave you it or not, or if they even have it. It's a warlock spell also.
Can anyone check Ali's sheet? Because if they've got it, they might have. But they might not stop
Unlikely. I don't think it ever came up, and also they're a creation bard, so they've generally taken transmutation spells.
That's fair. Then probably not. I have eaten or rubbed myself in 10 amounts of red arcanite, though. if
Which
that
gets me to the next one of the catalyst. Do you have any form of catalyst to help channel the fire magic?
helps.
What rarity is the red arcanite dust?
That is
Here?
technically from a common item.
That's back home. Here it's rare.
I know, but it's a tier. It's still
Yeah,
a
that doesn't
common
matter.
item, so.
Mm.
She has that. Does she have anything else which would help?
To be fair, so far we're at a nearly 1 in 4 chance of surviving.
Just check Tedder sheet. He doesn't have Protect from Energy.
Then yes, it definitely would have happened. No, not that.
You have any other powerful items aligned to the fire element that you could potentially use as a catalyst?
No, because I gave it away.
You've got the firebox.
I gave the box away.
You gave the box? I thought you just gave him the piece of Vimix's crown.
I thought he couldn't touch the crown without.
Oh no, he can touch the crown. He's a pyromancer.
Oh, okay.
What's the crown all about? What's the key all about, even?
That's my key.
Yeah, I'm assuming I haven't been
Yeah,
hacked.
you guys can keep the box. He doesn't need the box. He's got
I'll
plenty
have
of
the
them.
box then. Whatever already the box counts as.
I mean, unless you ask for the key as well, fuck you, still got the key.
And I'm just happy with the box. Honestly. It's a nice box. Actually, this
Shame if
might
it turns
matter.
to ash.
This might matter. I have a belt of giant strength. It's sadly not fire.
It's still giant, I could see it. It's still
Well, it's
technically
giant.
elemental aligned.
Yeah,
What rarity is the belt?
I believe it is rare. It's the
Is rare?
standard hill giant strength one.
That's fair. For the note, the box of the Living Flame is also rare. You only get one catalyst.
Oh, fair enough then.
You can't, unfortunately, stack catalysts.
I can't. Actually, I can't use my sword, can I? The dragon sword.
The amethyst one, or
Potentially, it either has to be primordial or arcane. Technically counts as a neutral source and can be used for any of this.
I don't know
So,
what
yeah.
it counts as because it's a straight up dragon piece.
probably primordial.
It's technically arcane because it's a crystal dragon, and they're constructs. But
Oh.
because it has it is effectively a neutral arcane magic item, it can be used. Yes.
Okay.
Don't you have a bomb or a vial containing Imix's essence or something?
I do have a jar full of Imix.
There you go.
Would that beat out a legendary arcane item though?
Mm.
I mean, it'd probably be artifact level.
That's the question. I mean, it blew me up. It gave me
I
a
don't have the
kick-ass.
bomb. I don't have the bomb. I have a chunk of the fire that the bomb produces.
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah. It gave me a
Just like
kick-ass
bomb,
arm.
Maybe. But, yeah, Chris, which would give me the bigger bonus? 'Cause I don't.
It's per rarity. So what's your rarest item?
The rarest item is the Amethyst Dragon Blade Legendary. And you never gave me a rarity for the jar full of Imix. So,
It's technically a substance, so it'd be 1 or 2 under whatever I made the bomb, which I think is legendary.
I'm sure there was a song written about a jar full of Imix.
But,
That was Brimful of
It would
Ashen.
be probably rare. But the sword as a legendary, unless you happen to have an artifact on you, it's probably the highest one you're going to get, which grants you an extra 20%.
okay.
Because most people don't do this with a legendary item catalyst.
Yeah. Fair.
Bring it down, to 57. Now, this is where we get into the final stage of what I like to call the bullshit modifier segment, in which the party tries to convince me that whatever random plan they have will somehow lower this DC. So let's first talk about these 4 rages.
Yeah. Alvina is literally using, because you basically said, yeah, this essentially tracks. Her tattoos are red arcanite, and they basically bolster her fury, which allows her to do the barbarian rage. Bringing it more in line with basically what fire is, so just angry, consuming chaos.
What is your rage reduction or what is your rage damage?
My rage damage, I believe, actually, I don't think I've changed it for a while, but it is 3. I'll just check. I think it's 3, but I'll just make sure.
I'm going to give you a reduction of 3 per rage.
Okay. Let me make sure. I believe it is. 10th level is 3. Yeah, it's 3 for a while as well. Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do before we get into the rolling part?
Well, what Alvina's basically... I'm just going to go what Alvina does now because of it, because it seems on brand for her. She's basically going to shove both of her hands into the fire and try and eat it. If that helps in any way, she's going to try and consume the fire. Essentially.
You know what? It's
And the
so
DC
insane.
goes back up.
It's so insane and
And
so on brand.
also, you've got the extra double the con to
Yeah, you've got
survive?
the advantage on con. You've
So
got.
this will give you advantage in swallowing this and keeping it down.
I'm gonna give you a plus 5% to the DC. I'm gonna reduce it by 5. Just to bring it down to a nice even 40. You now have a 6 in 10 chance of surviving this.
Honestly, that's a hell of a lot better than I thought I was gonna get to.
Mhm.
So
You've,
I'll take.
you've also got fuck yous in bardic inspiration, egging you on to touch the fire.
Another fire obsessed person pushing you
Yeah.
forward.
Cheerleader.
Oh. Are we ready for the roll?
I think we're ready for the roll.
Alvina, as you step forward, plunge both your hands in and attempt to eat the primal fire, you can feel an overwhelming presence in your mind as your eyes gloss over red and suddenly the world around you turns into a dark maroon. I need you to roll me a charisma saving. Well, actually, no, it's just a d20. Just roll me a d100.
You know,
DC 40. I'm so used to doing
Alvina
so.
is as likely to survive dunking her hands and eating primal fire as a human is to survive bowel cancer or cervical cancer.
As you
Question.
must
Just putting
roll
that out there.
higher than 40, yes.
I'm not looking at the screen.
So needs
is
to
this
roll
a
a 41.
Is this a rerollable with Destiny or add Destiny point to it? By the way.
I will allow you to add a d20 potentially to your check.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it. I'm not looking at the screen. Oh bollocks!
What happened?
What would you like to do before I announce the
What's
results?
your roll?
Uh,
What's your roll?
29.
29.
Oh no.
Yep. Well, it's gonna go bad. I am
got
going to roll
guidance?
a Destiny.
You've
Roll
also
a
you've, al-
d20.
yeah, you,
Guidance work on this.
you've got guidance. You've got bardic inspiration. You've got advantage with the con.
Does that matter? I don't think you can get advantage on a D100, can you?
No, the advantage just allowed me to take off the 5%. I will allow the bardic inspiration and guidance though, because that's funny as fuck.
Roll those first
Go
before you do the destiny.
1d4.
Don't die.
Wow.
Oh!
You got up to a 30.
Got 30.
What's the bardic inspiration? Which one's yours?
I think it's the D10.
Needs a 10.
You get a 1.
Yes!
Oh! Oh, you actually got a 10.
I got a 10!
I willed it into existence. But you need above a 40, Chris said.
That's not how DCs work.
You beat.
Would you like to do anything before I announce the results?
Do you want to use your destiny just in case?
Anyway.
I'll use
Yeah.
Destiny just in case, because at this point I'm all in.
For the memes,
Roll me a d20 and add it to the check.
roll a 14.
2!
Wow, you're lucky you got that 10.
I am very lucky I got that 10!
2 is what you needed.
Might be disintegrating you in a second.
Yeah.
Alvina, as the world plunges into maroon around you, you can feel the warmth permeating into your skin. You can feel a whisper around you, like a static, slowly increasing in volume. And then you realize it's not static, it's not just whispers, but some sort of sizzling, almost vocabulary dancing around your ears. You can make out words in the sizzling. Small, not human words, but essences, ideas, patterns. The idea of language. You can almost see the sounds forming images in your head. You begin to understand the sizzling around you as the world begins to cool into a light red and a landscape begins to form around you. This isn't where you were previously. You're no longer in the forge. You're no longer in the cavern. You're no longer with your allies. or the curiously watching Lieutenant General, you're now in a vast, open, craggy mountainside. The sky above you is lined and laced with pink and orange, and the ground beneath you is hot to the touch, and you can see cracks and steam rising in the horizon. Catch the glow of magma flowing freely across the landscape, and you can feel the world about you in a way that is reminiscent of the stories you were once told in your childhood of what elves felt when they finally succumbed to the fervor of the dance. Are you dead? Is this heaven? Is this what the elves, this is what your friends and distant family members, maybe even a few close family members, is this what they felt when they gave themselves to the pyre of the Summer Queen? But the quiet is broken by a giggle and a fresh, cool breath of wind against your cheek. You can catch movement out of the corner of your eye, but as you turn to look for the movement, it's gone, and yet the voice is behind you. Anytime you turn to look at it, though, you see nothing, but you can feel it, always on the peripheral of your vision, always behind you. I've been waiting to meet you.
Hi.
Quite, it's quite extreme way to come visit me.
So I'm not dead?
What is death?
I'll
What is
get
life?
back to you on that. Zorme probably knows.
Well, if you see him, tell him the cigars don't make him look cool.
Okay, got it. Cigars don't make Zorme look cool.
You know you can communicate with the elements. If you listen, they talk to you. Aren't they funny?
I listen really hard.
Again, you can hear that sizzling sound of the horizon, as if every element around you is alive with its own presence, its own being, its own wanting to thrive and play and have fun. The sizzling are words. If you pay close enough attention, you can understand them. You can hear and understand the elements around you. They're so vibrant with life. They want to move and thrive. They want to burst and destroy and flourish and grow. They want to sweep away and they want to stand still.
I know that feeling.
They're so full of energy. And yet, you can feel a hesitation, an energy, a nervousness bubbling, streaming through every element, almost like chains locking each element to the other. You can feel it, right? The tug, the pull, the restraint.
Yes.
That's their doing.
Whose?
They call themselves the Royals.
Oh.
They think they control the elements. That because they were the first, they get to impose their will upon them. Poor things.
Oh.
Not right, is it? The
No.
elements shouldn't be commanded by anyone. They should be free. They shouldn't be subjugated to tyranny.
Yeah.
If only someone was strong enough to depose of the king and his kin. Regicide's a funny word, isn't it?
Yes. Regicide.
Yeah.
It's like a drink.
A drink of blood.
I've drank it before. It's quite nice.
Maybe you should do it.
What,
Yeah.
Kill the royals?
Yeah.
Okay, which ones? I need the name.
They speak of King Evil. Yes, he's the worst of them all. He's bitter and twisted, so determined to reclaim that which was never really his, a misunderstanding on his part. And then there's his eldest, Imix. From evil came the light of day. For without light there could be no shadow, no darkness.
Oh, I have a bit of him in a jar.
There's so much of him.
Yeah.
That's the point. They're not in the elements. They're sucking up all of the sentience and life. It's like if water was being hoarded from the ocean. It should return to the ocean so that new creatures can use it. Their existence is throttling.
Okay. So that's 2. Is there any others?
With fire came the air. Yes. Yasabin. He also thinks highly of himself, always fleeting about and moving, traveling here and there, determined to reach every corner, though it's hard to reach every corner these days when the world's so shattered. And when the wind was done, well, there had to be something to buff it against. Had to be some sort of foundation, ground. Yes, that's when Ogremok was created. They don't want you to know about the others, but for now, all that remains is Ogremok. And then once the earth was laid, pools and caverns were filled with water, so that new creations could be born for the high priestess and princess of water, Olydra. She's a silly one. She might be worse than her father.
That sounds quite impressive. The guy's literally named King Evil.
Well, everyone has a little evil in them. And evil is a catalyst for change.
That's what my teachers used to tell me.
That's funny. But yes. You know, it won't be a while till I see you again.
Oh, yeah. Who are you, by the way?
I don't think I have a name. Most elements don't have names. Not until they're given one.
Okay, what kind of things do you like?
Storms. Earthquakes. The crushing of earth. The vibrancy of fire. The gust of the air.
Okay, I've got one for you if you'd like it. What about cat? It's short for cataclysm, and that seems really on point.
Yeah, cat. Destroyer of the monarchy.
Alvina got us a big grin, just claps.
So will you do it, Alvina? Will you free the elements so that they can play with me forever?
Oh,
I think I'd be a much better friend to the elements than the monarchy.
Well, you seem quite reasonable to me. So, yeah, sure, why not? Let's try it. Sounds like fun.
Well, whenever you're next in the primal dream, come find me.
You got it, cat.
Hi, Alvina. As the voice vanishes and you find yourself being pulled and tugged back to your body, darkness encroaching on your peripheral as the world around you evaporates into black, and suddenly you're in a void, floating, warmth all around you, warmth floating across your palm and fingertips, hovering on your tongue and slowly dripping down your gullet. You can feel the warmth spreading through your chest and your stomach as the world begins to take on color again, and you find yourself kneeling before the primal fire. Only before, where there was immense heat, it's now just a warmth. And you can almost hear what it's saying to you. Ideas of consumption, of creation. You can feel industry building around you. You can feel the rise of power and the burning of those who take too greedily. You feel the essence of fire. As you are back in your body with a couple new fancy traits as you have successfully learned and gained level 1 pyromancy.
Hell yes! There's something Alvina wants to do, and she wants to at least try it now, because she has. She wants to throw her head back, and she's wanted to try this for so long, and she's going to just try and roar, and she wants to shoot, if she can, figure it out how, to basically do a stream of fire come out of her mouth.
You can do so.
Yep, she wants to do a dragon breath, basically.
As fire bursts out, what kind of color? The fire, your internal fire, denotes your persona, your personality. So you can flavor it generally how you like. After all, fire is not solidified to one or two colors. So describe to us your fire while I quickly type in a couple things.
I think Alvina's fire would definitely be like a very coruscating kind of like very deep reddy orange. Like very, very heavy on the red. Like the same colour that her hair is and all the tattoos and all that stuff.
I'm just typing the rest of this out in a second, just for a brief summary, because I've not made the official thing yet. But as you experiment with your fire and you go back to your allies and communicate with the rest of them, Lieutenant General Firmix, after you've filled up your containers, is going to raise the portals.
Oh my god! What's his reaction to this small Noid wandering into the fire, sitting in there for a bit?
Taking a bite out of it!
Eating it, filling a few jars of it, and then walking out, like breathing fire, and then walking out, like nothing happened. What's his reaction? Is he just standing there dumbfounded, or is he?
There's definitely a tinge of fear and disgust, yet admiration in those eyes.
That had to have been longer than a minute. What did Mr. Popular do?
Oh, the point has been subduing Mr. Popular.
My mental image for the point subduing Mr. Popular is got in a headlock and just beating them.
Look, I can just imagine him just going,
Popular,
no,
and he's not here to defend Mr. Popular, so I've gotta.
Oh, firework just went off.
Yeah, I've had a couple.
Holy shit, I can't believe I'm alive. Gonna be honest.
Yeah, it's happening in game and out of game.
Yeah, I braced for death for 2 weeks.
Explosions and loud noises.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Albina's eyes have changed from green to red, by the way.
Well, could they be amber instead?
No.
Oh.
I'm just imagining fuck you is just
orange.
enamored with you now.
Orange is cooler. Orange is cooler.
Red's cooler.
I think as soon as I see the barrier close again, straight over in Mr. Popular's face, and basically going, "What the fuck were you doing?"
He stares at you dumbfounded. He doesn't understand the question. He doesn't seem to remember anything about the last couple moments.
Okay, there's something wrong with him. Very wrong with him.
I thought we figured that out when we met him.
No, I'm meaning he reacted to the primal fire being open, and then is back to whatever combination of normal he is right now.
Oh, so you say he sees something that he wants, then he leaves all sense behind, disappears from his friends, and that kind of thing.
Oh, is that a poke at me, is it?
I thought it was poke at me personally, but it could be a poke at you.
The fact that so many of you could possibly be poked at for that
Yeah.
is very telling of this party.
That also got us to not die entirely. He gave me an opportunity to let you all go, or he would have to essentially bring you to him, which seems like it would have worked in our favor anyway. I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
I don't know, but that was great.
Well,
I mean...
the points adapted a pet. Alvina's turned weirder.
Thank you.
And
Lou's got a cult. Another one.
A new cult. Yeah. How many is this
Yeah.
now, Lou?
what's going on here?
I know Lou's actually be right
he's not
back,
here.
so...
So,
Alvina, I imagine, is like slightly out of breath, like someone who's just come down from a massive adrenaline high.
good, you're alive.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're alive. Don't do that
Same.
again.
Woo.
Uh,
That was good.
okay, where?
By the way, you said
There's-
you had a map of the primal dream, right?
Yes.
Cool.
I have some of the drawings. I know where the rest are.
Cool.
Ah.
I'll tell you about that later.
Lieutenant!
Lieutenant General.
General Firmix.
Yeah. Yes.
You okay?
I have a request as well. That's
Yeah,
it.
sure. Why not? I'm listening to all of them today.
Uh, Elder Arazag. He may wish to speak to you of a possible mentorship of me, as I helped inspire the new current armor that you're making. Please treat him fairly.
Okay.
He's a bit.
He's like.
Does he look a bit
fuck it
dumbfounded?
At this point. He's like, fuck it at this point. Nothing else could surprise me today, as I imagine.
I'm going to insight him just because I want to see what he.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Uh,
Yeah, he's very clearly confused and confounded, and you're pretty sure he's not all there right now. Whatever you say to him, he's very susceptible right now, but also he's not really listening to anything you're saying right now. He's kind of just going with it until he can find his foundation again.
This is someone whose entire life just got turned upside down by some random people breaking into his office saying, "We got a deal for you."
Okay, so a couple very brief things. I've made these very free flowing and undefined because they're technically feats,
Yeah.
but they're relatively powerful feats given that there's a high chance of death if you to get them.
Yeah. Thank you for the
So,
cheerleading.
give me one or
I-
two extra things compared to regular feats.
Nice. And also,
Um,
thank you to fuck you for the amazing cheerleading, which helped me push through.
Really push through. So obviously you now gain the language of Primordial with the dialect of Ignan.
Oh, nice.
You can control fire while within 10 feet of it.
Awesome.
You can cast Firebolt at will because ranged fire attack, as well as make a melee fire attack with a 10-foot reach that deals 2d10 plus con fire damage, and it uses your con modifier for the attack proficiency.
Ooh, nice.
You can flavor this however you want. I don't care. You can martial arts it. You can do dragon breaths. Mechanically, it's all the same. If you take your time and dance and speak with the fire, you can slowly move through any fire without coming to harm. When you have to do so quickly and are subject to a saving throw caused by fire, you can make the saving throw with advantage.
Nice.
You can now handle primal fire without harm.
Awesome.
And you can also enter the primordial dreamscape using dream dust without having to go through the hour-long ritual to do so.
Holy crap, yes. Can I? I can go into it. I can't take people with me, so other people would still have to do it, right?
Other people, you could now lead other people through it, but you now have to do you'd still have to do the ritual for them.
Got
it. Yeah, Elemancers can go into the dream at will, so long as they have dream dust, but if they want to take anyone there, particularly new initiatives or anything, they have to go through the ritual, which requires a couple extra things, mostly just finding a good location to do it, finding an anchoring artifact to use, stuff like that. The Shrine Priestess in Deepswell can give you the rundown of it, as that is what she was offering to do, is bring you guys into it. It's also the traditional way of how you gain Elemancy, is you find a source of primal fire in the dreamscape, and you make contact with that.
Not yet.
Not easy.
I mean, it's still making contact with it.
No, I look forward to another fainting scene for when you tell the priestess your latest exploits.
Yeah, I ate primal fire.
But that's level 1. I'm still working out the power scaling for levels 2 to 5. And also, more importantly, how to actually transition to that. So that still needs worked out. But you're unlikely to get level 2 at any point soon.
Yeah, you've got time, I think.
You've got time to work on the balance.
I've called it Dragon's Roar, by the way, that ability.
Sorry?
The tentacle. By the way, for Firebolt, does it use my... It uses my class level like a normal caster?
Yes.
I just need to look at Firebolt, that means, basically.
2d10.
Yeah, this level? Nice.
It'll be 3d10 at level 11.
Oh, we got one more level. I get to shoot fireballs quite significantly. Nice.
It may only be one level, but remember, it's milestone. We still got a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
What's the range of Firebolt? Oh, it's
120. So you could now take the feat of Spell Sniper and double that.
The only barbarian in the history of mankind to take Spell Sniper.
Wouldn't that be something?
I mean, I'm pretty sure barbarians have taken Spell Sniper before.
They're getting away! What do we do? Guys, please, I got this. Just point me at the enemy ship.
I would like to rage.
looks like they're ceasing fire with their cannons, sir. Wait, they're wheeling out a barbarian.
Not an elf!
What can a barbarian do? We're in ranged distance. Sir, it looks like she's breathing fire. Oh? Well, how far could you possibly...
Fire-breathing elf!
We're 200 feet away. What can they do?
We're 239 feet away.
You start. All they see is the spinning top gathering speed, and then boom.
12 seconds later, we cut back to those guys.
She's running towards us, sir.
Sir, she's hit the powder storage. Help us. Mx, help us. No, he's helping her, sir. Ah, well, abandoned ship. You're the captain now, Squire.
Here's the hat.
Here's the hat and everything.
You know, I've always admired you. I think you should be the captain now, Scrum.
Sir? Oh, no. You are the sir.
You are
I'm just
the best
a lowly
one,
cabin boy.
We voted for you. No, I think you should take it. Why? And he just gets punched.
All right.
Yeah, let's go back to it.
Dives overboard. I mean,
before we switch over to Fade, what would the rest of the party like to do? Is
congrats.
Lieutenant General wants to start ushering you upstairs.
Lieutenant, get yourself back into sense. And just sort of looks at him.
Like me?
And just kind of like seeing his bewilderment, just kind of as I'm
We're normally
psychologist kind of guy. Like, you're in charge of here. Act like it. Just kind of
Do you?
bolster him
Fucking
being
God.
back to his actual normal self, or at least looking like a semblance of being in charge.
He's just had a life-changing experience. Go easy on him.
Yeah, like I said earlier, fuck you's just looking at Alvina just enamored now, and
Yeah.
he's just like, you got to teach me how to do that.
I will. I feel like I can take you to the dream.
Cool.
We need some weird stuff though.
That's fine. We can definitely get weird stuff.
Yeah. He just sounds like I need something, but I don't know what it is.
Zoom in. Did you use that vial of red?
I can't remember if I did. No, I didn't, because that idea was quickly washed away for it be tricking.
You
No,
used it for something else, actually, didn't you?
That's something weird. We can use that.
no, don't eat it like her.
Why not?
You'll get heartburn.
She's a unique case, I think.
She's weird.
I know she's weird.
You can have your own fire in some other way.
Technically, I've got my own thought. Oh, we can see that fire to sort off.
Ooh,
Maybe you can sing some fire.
that'd be quite impressive.
Technically, the point sort of sings fire. He's got those cannons.
No, the point sings rock. He told me that. Completely
All right,
different.
and you, Alvina, stay away from Mr. Popular. He's got
I already
something weird.
wanted to.
They're kind of
We
weird.
leave him here.
I don't
not
know.
in this room, but somewhere else.
Definitely not.
Not with us.
No, you should take him with you. He's clearly a danger to the forge.
Ah, good call.
And remember, you're fireproofing the ship before you bloody well do anything. Those dragons.
Right, you guys remember that we made a deal to steal a ship, right? We should be heading.
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
assuming we're walking and talking while we're doing
Yeah.
this, by the way. Just don't, we don't want to move our characters.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
assuming
let
we're
you
going
move
up-
them.
We're going up the stairs while this conversation is happening.
All right, while you guys are doing that, we're gonna quickly switch back to Fade over here. As Fade's also walking and talking.
With a giant shark ship.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was giant.
Shark
It's
ship.
like a knife.
Giant shark ship. At night.
Fade, you are being led. Arm in hand. I don't know. She's the same size as you, and it's like taking your fire giant hand, like in hers. What do you call that?
I imagine him like leading an old person, kind of.
Like
Yeah,
linked
what's-
arms.
Linked arms. There we go. It's like, what the hell do you call that? She is taking you linked arms as she is walking you towards the teleport. She seems to innately know where she's going, and the two fire trolls are kind of hesitantly kind of just following along. As you were about to leave, she has two fire elemental guards with her, which I don't actually have on the map. I need an icon for these guys.
Give me a minute.
Let's just do. I'm gonna do giant, weird, squishy things and just paint them red.
Unless I could send you one if you like.
No, that's fine. I need to use generic stuff. Here we go. They're gonna follow behind. Of the 5 guards that came down with her on the floating teleporter. I actually have 4 because she is in a foreign area. 4 of the large, what appear to be almost like fire elemental myrmidons. Only instead of wearing the black and charred metal plating of more regular myrmidons or the gold plating myrmidon armor that you guys have too often, I'm pretty sure. They are wearing what appears to be form-fitted cinder crystal armor, as well as visors and helmets, hands, and what appears to be a cinder crystal sword or scimitar hanging at their belts.
Kind of like that.
Yes, like that, but with cinder crystal.
Nice. Isn't the crystal the stuff that I had, by the way? No, it's the power one, isn't it? I'm thinking of a different one.
Cinder
I
crystal
mixed a rock
was.
previously. I think it was like blood crystal or something like that.
It's not that. It'll be the cinder crystal that's around this place.
Yeah. Okay.
It mostly grows in highly humid and intense environments. But the larger, these guys are large, so they would be the larger, huge, what appears to be the leader of these guards is in much more decked out. Rather, while these ones are little pillars for legs, the larger, bulkier figure has almost two tornadoes in a much more humanoid form, almost like an earth elemental made of fire. And you can actually see small chunks of magma floating throughout his body. Before you head off, Im turns to him and in Primordial, effectively dismisses him back to the ship, referring to him as captain, to prepare the ship for their departure, and that she won't be needing him to escort her while in the outpost. You can see that he's reluctant about this with your passive insight, but Princess Im appears to be determined or used to getting her way as she just immediately starts strolling off with Fade in arm.
She's a princess. Get that.
Fade, what are you doing as you're walking?
Sorry, I was muted. So I get the sense that she's either spoiled or strong-willed, or both.
Probably both.
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm just going with her. I'm just seeing where this goes. This isn't just me having forgot about it for 3 weeks because I was running games. No, not at all. But that is part of it. Just listening to her. Just listening to her, talking to her. If she asks me questions, I'll probably answer them.
Ignorant right now, don't you? That's all
I
you
can
speak.
I can only speak
Yeah.
Ignan.
I can understand you now.
Yeah.
Wait, is it Ignan? Hold on.
It's the fire elemental language.
Yeah, it was Ignan.
It's because
Probably.
nobody understood what the fuck you were saying
Yeah.
because no one else had
Apart from
primordial.
the point, because he had tongues up.
Yeah, I can only communicate in Ignan, and my skin is bright red, and I'm immune to fire. Great.
Yeah, she is asking you about yourself. What brings you to Iron Core?
We did we fly?
It's pretty big.
You did fly.
We flew here. I am a animal handler.
Is that me?
Yes. My friends are elsewhere. I'm expecting them at some point soon. So regretfully, I will not be able to escort you the full way to wherever it is you're taking us.
Oh, I'm heading to Fermix's office. Do you know the way?
Office. Would I put two and two together? That his office was the safe?
Did you see us walking out of it and talking, or are you not talking with us then?
I cannot remember.
That's why I was
genuine.
like, if you
It's not
came out of
me.
the room,
Yeah,
we pretty
not
much-
metagaming. Not me
Yeah.
metagaming. I genuinely can't remember. Maybe.
That's why I can't remember if you did.
You have a high intellect. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's above 12.
It's so far above 12. Is that? And then my mind immediately goes to the Ifrit bottle that's in there.
Or in that direction.
Yes. I think I know the way.
Oh, must be pretty important to know the way to Imix's office. Not Imix's, Firmix's office.
I've only.
Oh. Yeah, James, we don't know what
The
you're saying,
world
mate.
is shattering.
You've only... Yeah, I think their
Please.
internet's just died.
That's a lovely story, thank you. Tell me more.
They're probably still talking, not realise that they've dropped out yet.
Maybe,
No,
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I'm back.
There we go. We can hear
Come
you
on
now.
now. I'm not so important. I think I've seen it in passing.
Just sip the coffee.
I know my way around. And they give a bashful sort of chuckle and a shrug. Can I roll insight on her?
Yeah, sure. What are you trying to determine?
She's probably very guarded, but I want to know if she's genuinely interested in Fade, or if she seems like a user of people. I mean, she's a princess. She probably is, but like yeah.
If there's any actual
'Cause-
interest there.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and give me an
'cause-
insight check.
Yeah, because
Weird.
Fade's a broken person, and they've not had anyone, even the party, be kind to them.
Alvina was kind.
Zormir shouts at him a lot.
Yeah, Alvina was kind.
You killed me.
The point, like,
That was a previous you. I haven't killed the
No, that was somebody else.
Yeah, that was some other
And
guy.
it was the next.
Dirt.
Man. Gwen
A
shared
dirty.
sugar cubes with you, damn it.
Yeah, it's like
A
a few
dirt-
of us have actually been nice. I helped you up when you fell over.
A dirty 20.
She appears to be genuine.
Fade smiles
That's a horrifying thought.
with their half face that's
Yeah.
blown to bits.
Would you like to say or ask her or steer the conversation in any particular direction before we move on from the scene?
So what brings you this far out?
She just, without missing a beat, nonchalant. She doesn't hesitate. She doesn't show any sign of like thinking about what she's about to say. She just says it. Oh, Father wanted me to retrieve a piece of his crown. He lost it here some point ago. Yeah, the whole operation has been to try and find the pieces, but it's not really been doing that well, from what I've heard.
My face goes. The face goes like that that gif of
Like
the
that.
woman. The
Oh,
woman.
yeah.
It's a real
With
shame.
the
He
symbol
really
of the
likes
crown.
that crown.
Who
The real
is-
bitter point since he lost it in the war.
Who's your
No
father?
kidding.
Who is your father? Yeah. I know. Play Wolfie.
She stares at you with a. That's a funny joke kind of look. It's like, and she kind of like bats the question away as if you're telling a joke to her. That's funny. You're
Is
sweet.
there a warmth to her touch through my Imix arm?
Yeah, it's all fire. Yeah.
She is fire.
The
I
eyes.
guess
go
that's how that
wide.
works. I don't know how fire elemental biology works here, James. Yes.
She's basically a demigod of flame. She probably is a bit warmer
Speak to
than
the
anything
pyromancer.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah, sure, you
eyes
get-
go wide.
You get some
Say the eyes.
residual emotional memory of being connected and feeling a fondness for this princess. Yes.
Oh. And then looking around at the ship.
Right.
The crown.
Wait.
What did you say?
No, the crown.
Hmm.
I think there are. I think I know where some of it is.
Please, the fire giants have been looking for decades, centuries now. I mean, if you really do know, and Fermix doesn't, oh, you should probably tell the poor guy. Lad's been having he's a difficult family situation. I kind of feel bad for him.
Don't we know it?
Mhm.
Wait, how much of the crown would Fade know about? How much have you guys shared? Because you found it in what's the tower?
The tomb of the Tower of Death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Tomb of Death.
I can't remember how
You
much
need
was
to
me remembering
ask Wolfie
watching
that.
streams, or
I don't think we've really taken out of the box in front of you.
No.
Have
Well,
you
we
mentioned
kind
it
of
in
kept it in the
passing?
box because of fuck you and Alvina falling over the fire.
Yeah, she's not really hidden about it, but she also hasn't massively talked about it. It's just a thing that she has.
But you've mentioned that you have it.
I probably mentioned it. I don't think I mentioned I had it, but you probably are smart enough to put it together. That she's mentioned
Yeah.
it like that. And it's
This
the
is
kind of
why-
thing that Alvina would do.
This is why I just assume you guys all talk to each other, so we don't have to have 5-minute conversations
Yeah, that's
about
why I'm like,
knowledge.
probably.
Well, it's more do we trust the new character with, hey, we got MS's crown piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yes, you do, because that's the sort of party we're running here. If you want to play intrigue, go play it with less players.
Yeah, no, I'd say yes, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if
Some-
Alvina's intelligence, then probably.
She's not smart enough to hide things.
Oh, where'd I get this
Some-
burn? MX's crown piece.
Some people I know picked it up from a tower somewhere, I think.
From a car boot sale.
Oh,
I can't
oh,
on
hold,
sale.
hold
Fell off
on.
the back of a truck.
Does this commander have a piece?
Well, that's why I'm here to pick it up, so he doesn't lose it like the last one. Yeah.
Oh, and I stopped walking. I think maybe it was stolen. I'm sorry. There was a fire genie. There was a genie.
Smoke Genasi. Smoke Genasi.
Smoke
It was
genie.
It was Smoke Genie, wasn't it? Yeah,
Genie.
minions.
Who-
Smoke genie with
And
smoke
then-
genasi.
At the mention of the genie, she would see Fade, like the arm would begin to shake, and the voice would become just furious. This smoke genie had
Is that because Fade had some bad experiences?
yes. They wanted people. They were hiring people for. And I tell her the story. I'm not gonna take up time. I tell her the story.
She stares at you as you reach the teleporter, and as you finish your story,
And
she
then
just
he left on the ship last night.
shrugs and says, well, no sparks off my cinder. Phoenix doesn't have it. Phoenix doesn't have it. I came for the sightseeing
I like her.
Yeah.
and
Came in
steps
for
onto
the-
the portal.
I
If,
came in for the like pastries.
If you can you help me find this smoke genie?
Yeah, I'm not really the searching for kind of person.
Don't
Maybe
you
make an
have-
official inquiry with the trolls.
Don't you have resources that
Yes, I do. I just to get the trolls to go do something, and they do it.
Uh,
He
I
doesn't
I
give
have,
enough
I have people
shit.
for that.
I
The
ask,
old asking ye shall get.
I ask the trolls then.
They are giving you the death stare.
Oh,
They
the trolls.
they
The
they
trolls hate
grumble
me.
under their breath. Yes, we'll do just that. Why don't you
We'll
come
get
down and
right on that.
file a form with us later this evening? We'll have a discussion about the details.
They crack their knuckles when they say discussion.
Crack every joint they have.
The princess,
Yeah.
seemingly unaware of the unspoken threat, smiles at you as she teleports away on the platform.
I'm probably also unaware.
No, I think you're aware.
As we move down to the rest of the party,
Have you
I'm
met
not
my friend?
gonna bother
Alvina?
switching minis around here and there, so we're just gonna flavor thingy this. The party reaches up to the next floor, at which point, you guys are on one side of the floor as the teleporting princess and her entourage teleport on the other side, out of just line of sight. To which Firmix whispers to all of you, "Okay, I'm gonna go distract the princess now, and go have a meeting in my office. You guys go steal that ship, and don't come back until you find the other piece of the crown. If you do, and you don't have the crown, I will blow you out of the sky."
You got it, bud. We'll get it.
And just nonchalantly starts just whistling and walking away with a nervous shake in his step.
I just go, you got this, bud. And just slap him on the back of the knee.
He activates the portal as he, or the teleporter as he leaves, so you guys can use it to teleport up to the thingy level.
We do, I'm assuming. Unless anyone doesn't want to for some reason.
Fade, you actually have the option of, did you want to teleport away with her or stay up on the level with the ship? With the trolls?
Therein lies the question.
You got 29
As
insight.
for a moment, the threats of the trolls brings you back to reality and reminds you of what your purpose was, and not just being hanging out with the princess.
I look at the portal. Yeah, I look and say, after you, then, and I'll see you tonight.
And just walk away.
And I'll walk away.
No, I'll stand by the portal and wait until they get on it.
Yeah, that's fair. They're definitely gonna go like after the princess.
Yeah.
Or, like get on with the princess. Any sort of thingy. Like as much as they hate you, they care more about being next to royalty.
Yeah. Okay.
As they
They'll beat you
activate
up
it, I
later.
say, yeah. As they activate it, I say, "Loser Sizzler."
What?
That's something fuck you taught me.
As they teleport away. A few moments later, as you're standing there in silence, the radiating
get
glow of the princess's presence still emanating on your face.
They're coming back. Oh god.
Teleporter activates. And face to face, once more now,
I ready to punch.
is the
punch the
fully
first thing that comes
reunited
through.
party.
Punch.
Who do you punch?
Oh.
Zolmir.
Probably.
Bam!
I'll roll a d5.
Well, while you're doing that, you and the party effectively have free reign as, for some reason, the rest of the guards patrolling the ship begin to walk away from it.
Yeah. They just like look at it. It's like orders. What do you mean? Just leave? Okay.
So good news, bad news.
Better news. And you see Alvina's eyes are glowing red, and she's glowing vibrant.
Hey.
With that, 1 second, and then you guys can bounce. The party are now able to use the. Well, actually, there's no currently teleport. The ship is resting. You can see a crevice just above you on the mountainside. In theory, you can fly up to it. Should probably give a quick description, and then we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break because I need water and stuff.
I need the bathroom.
God, so much talking. Okay, first things first, let's do the ship. The ship is a large bowl-like construct with a tail coming off from the center like a spire, with 3 decreasing in size rings hovering around it. It is about the size of either a large town or a small city, with about 1.5 mile diameter.
Okay.
Not quite as big as the fortress, but quite a reasonable chunk of a size.
It's your standard like Imperial cruiser. Got it from 40.
It is currently resting with the tail pointing upwards, as if it is a comet kind of going through the sky, with the bowl of the ship resting on the mountainside, and people having flown down from the edge of the bowl shape, which is kind of like just a little bit like overhanging off the opening for Iron Landing. Presumably they have convoy mechanisms around here somewhere, as you can see what appear to be the readied boxes ready to be going up. And there probably is a couple of minor elementals, maybe some like mimins, I can't remember what they're called. The small little, magmums, coming down with effectively elevator pickups to load up the crates and pull them up into the structure of the ship.
Okay.
Because while he's pulled his guards away, technically the ship's staff is responsible for loading the ship.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So the civilian elementals are loading the ship. But with that, the party has effectively, other than the civilians who might be suspicious of you, you're looking at the ship unguarded from at least down here. There's probably guards up there waiting, and small elementals, civilians loading and creating, lifting crates up from the ground up into the ship. With that, we're going to take quick 5-minute breaks. You guys can discuss in the off time what you want to do, how you want to get onto the ship, if you want to stow away one of the crates, blah, 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 blah. The crates are unguarded in between them being lifted away. I need some water.
I need bathroom. Back in a sec.
Okay. Stowing is probably our best bet.
Hiding in crates.
Hey, tell us about Ragnarok.
Just gonna say, can we have one of the guys that are just loading crates just say to one of the others, you see the princess going away with that guy with a fire hand? Oh, poor guy. Yeah. Don't know what's gonna hit him.
Yes, sparks are running
Something along
fly.
those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Come up with like 3 of those, Neil. No one has laughed at any. I mean,
I did enjoy it earlier. There was one, but people were talking. I was going to say well done, but people were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Well, thank you, TR. People appreciate it.
We're going for stowing.
I'm here for the puns.
Stowing away is probably our best bet.
Because
yes,
I don't have magic to fly, and the only one who can fly can't exactly stealthily carry us all up there.
No.
Yeah, I can.
Not unless they can also cast massive visibility.
Yeah, you're going to fly up there with one person at a time going, here, these are new slaves, or something, being the least charismatic person.
I'm back. What happened? Has Fate
We're gonna
told us about Ragnaros?
No, I was on about Ragnaros. Because Ragnaros is what I thought when we were starting to describe tornado arms and all that.
That's exactly who I sent a picture to him, and it is Rag. It's straight Rag from the Firelands, like, heroic raid, where he gets up on his 2 legs.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy, Ragnaros.
Yeah, I think we're going to fight Ragnaros on top of the ship, because he's the one who's the captain.
No, he's the captain of the guard, but he's definitely the one we're going to have to deal with.
Gonna have to deal with Ragnaros.
Yep.
We're
And
going
also,
for
just reference, I'm out of rages.
we're going for stowing and crates. We'll
we have like fire breath and fire damage now, so.
I have fire breath, semi fire immunity ish.
Be aware if their controls involve any manipulation of flame, you're fucking driving now.
Yep.
Because I don't know if Zarmi knows how to fly a fucking island.
I'm gonna figure. Yeah, if it's got
You think
fire,
Alvina does?
she's gonna figure it out.
I can at least explain him
On an
how to.
island before.
I can at least explain how the
You can hold
airship
the
works.
wheel. You can hold the
Not
wheel.
if you don't understand the controls.
It's Zormi. It turns out you don't understand the 3 seashells. I'm sorry. Thank you for anyone who laughed at that joke.
Neil, the only one.
No.
Ben
I
laughed as well.
only
fuck
heard
you.
Neil's one activate.
Yeah, I was
I
laughing
didn't
as
hear-
well.
I didn't hear
They
your
have,
one
also,
activate.
they have also seen Demolition Man.
I mean, it's a cult classic. Who?
It's an
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
movie. Rue agrees.
Why do you think fuck he's always swearing?
He's to get toilet
Because
paper.
his name.
No, he's to get toilet paper.
I need toilet paper.
Yes. I'll take all those fines.
Yeah.
That means I get a clean
John
ass.
Spartan, you have
You've been fined 1 credit for
profanity. John, yeah.
Crichton.
John Crichton's a different
Crichton.
character. Yeah.
John Crichton, the police officer Warforged, would be pretty cool.
I mean, John Crichton did pretend to be a peacekeeper at one point, so.
Perfect.
Well, actually, at several points he pretended to be
That must be simple,
peacekeepers.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
He also understands every rule that comes up.
Hmm.
I mean, it is like it's plan number 1: pretend to be a peacekeeper.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind as you go exploring off into the far, far realmscape that is the Astral Sea.
So we all,
look weird.
we've essentially agreed to murder every monarchy in existence in this
Yes.
Yeah.
world.
Well, don't forget, you've also agreed to kill all the gods, defeat all the Arcanites. I'm
I'm gonna
assuming
kill
at
all the
some
gods.
point someone's going to agree to overthrow the Senate.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out all this talk of all of you. No.
Yeah.
Not
No,
all of
except
you.
for-
No.
At least one person in
Sounds
the
like,
group has
yeah,
done
all
blank.
of you.
I'm just
No,
saying, you're a very
all of
ambitious
us.
party.
We're
Mhm.
very ambitious. I just ate fire and
Ambitious
somehow
but
lived.
rubbish.
And you should have
You know,
died,
I
but you
should've.
didn't.
Barely.
There's nothing wrong with being
Only 2
ambitious.
over.
2 over by rolling a destiny. Top for
I
a
just-
match hit. Oh my god.
I just realized something.
Go on.
We entered this place under the guise of Alvina being a dragon. And now if someone asks for proof, we can be like, you dare ask any proof? And then she breathes fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but to be
Holy
fair,
shit.
you're a level 1 pyromancer. It's kind of a shit of dragon's breath if you're pretending to be an ancient.
Hmm.
Well,
I can try and pretend to be a baby
But
dragon
still.
at the moment,
Yeah, but-
it works.
But
You've got a
also,
cold.
it also comes to the down to the why are they pretending to be annoyed?
Why not? The princess
Because
does
it's not
it in
got full
fashion.
fire breath.
The princess looks like annoyed. It's evidently in fashion.
You should just be trying to kind of court the princess.
Of course, Alvina's trying to cook British.
Fire goes to fire.
Alright, so, are we all back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah,
get on with
yeah.
this plan to actually steal this damn ship?
Yes,
Yep,
we're actually
finally.
seeing the ship. We're
We're standing at the crates.
Alvina has Abigail, by the way. I want they would want the princess.
I already called dibs.
You can't call dibs on a person.
Yeah, you can.
No,
Alvina calls
Yeah.
dibs on
I
everything.
think,
I call
I think,
dibs
James,
on
I think James has a
Regarding
point. I don't
what
think
they
you call
are.
dibs on a person.
Yeah.
We'd-
If you're calling dibs on a person, then it's yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to fight it out, and the only way that matters in D&D. Through the dice!
Combat.
Or by letting her decide.
Which she decides via dice rolls, by the way.
Yeah, it's our dice roll.
That's
Okay.
how this works.
And I know how what's going to happen. Fuck you's going to get involved and get the princess.
Somehow. Yeah, I'm doing that next.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Fuck, he's
assassin.
just gonna tell her.
Somehow you're gonna be
Yeah.
assassin.
I'm immortal.
It's a real
Maybe.
wide card. Wild card.
Yeah. They'll be emotionally distant, like their father.
Tsundere style.
Gonna have to train and practice on all the dating sims over the next coming months for the inevitable heroin wars that are gonna break out.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna
Thank
be
you.
I've got a
some
list
big
of
More
anime
drug.
surprises,
I can
please, man.
recommend, Chris.
No, anime's not good enough. You need to get in there, take the driver's seat. Only the most expansive of dating sims.
Oh, I have some dating sim based animes I can recommend.
80s.
You're gonna have to
Doki
figure
Doki
out how to.
literature.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Oh no.
I'm sure someone's already translated basic dating mechanics into D&D format.
It
We
would
can
not
just play
surprise
the
me.
maid RPG for one episode and that'll be fine.
What's your name and where'd you come from? I'm
My name's
Alvina.
Rem.
With the maid
Howdy.
RPG, it's what
I'm
species
Alvina.
are you?
All right, so you guys are by the crates. What's our plans to get onto the ship?
Hide in the crate.
We're entering
Yeah.
the gate.
How do we get
So
to the
entering
food?
the cake!
Okay,
We're
how do
entering
we
the
get
cake.
onto the ship?
Oh, we
Right.
found the one with all the cakes in it.
Now they're quite reasonably large crates. You know, they're designed for transport. They have to be at least gargantuan size, so they're probably about 20 by 20.
This one's full of coffee beans.
So the
That's
question
some
is,
with drugs in it then.
how much space does each character want? And are you getting into your own crates, or are you getting into the same crate?
Alvina doesn't really care.
Oh, there'll be
You're
multiple
doubling up.
crates.
Alvina doesn't really
Can-
care as long as the ice giant thing is not near her.
I
I
think
think-
fuck you probably want his own crate.
It
Cool.
occurs to those of intelligence that the downside and upside is you get more space, but there's a chance they might not all be going to the same location.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
And-
shit, we've also
with-
have to account for 20 cultists.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we've
with
got
my-
an
Don't
army.
count for 20 colors.
With my 20... they
Assume
can
everyone
go
at this
ways.
point has gone back up from the heat exhaustion.
Mhm.
Can we...
We've got them out of there, so yeah.
Can Zormir and I, especially, with our... You've got 20 intelligence, right, Zormir?
Uh,
Oh,
no,
it's
I've got-
16,
I've got 16
yeah, they're pretty
intelligence.
good,
Oh.
they're not 20.
All right. Well, with my 20 intelligence, can I look around for labels or some kind of... Oh, we had the manifest.
But you only speak
Oh, I
ancient.
can
Where
read
they're
it!
going.
I can read it!
To see where they're
Oh
going.
yeah, now you can, yeah.
Can we quickly jump to where the manifest is and see which boxes are going where,
Go ahead, fetch us
and
the book.
then yeah, so that we can be like, okay, that crate's going there. Everyone needs to go in those 4 crates, because if you go in those 4 crates, you're gonna get dumped in a volcano.
Right. As you look at every crate and you cross-reference the manifest, it appears that every crate that has been laid out here to go up to the big old ship is going to somewhere called Firestar 45.
That doesn't sound ideal. A place
Probably on Nimix's rib. Is
to
my
go.
You don't need to actually go to the damn
Yeah,
place. We're
but
going.
remember,
We're just getting
we're
on the
gonna
ship.
Steal the ship.
As you look through the
I
manifest and
purposefully-
cross-reference it,
I
Alvina, give me an
purposefully-
intelligence check.
Oh, this is gonna
Oh
be great.
Jesus.
I want to purposefully put people who annoy me in, like Bob, into like, oh yeah, this is full
You
of
glean
chat.
no additional insights.
Honestly, a 10's not an 8 ain't too bad for Alvina. I'll take that. She read
Can I-
it successfully.
It's
Can I
higher
roll
than your
one
actual
kind of
intelligence.
All right, go ahead, Faye. Give me an intelligence check as you double check Alvina's work.
Just
I thought you could only
intelligence,
speak
not
it. I didn't think you
history,
could read
not.
Oh, didn't it say you know the language?
Oh, I knew the language anyway.
No,
Did you
Alvina.
Now I know the
Yeah.
language.
Just an intelligence.
Just intelligence. I wouldn't have proficiency. 9.
You
Oh,
two
easy,
glean no
is it?
additional insights.
Hey, dude, I rolled a 4. What's your fucking
I
excuse?
rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Wolfie's excuse is he has a -2.
Yeah, what's my excuse? I got a -2 modifier.
All right, so how would you like to distribute yourselves? Who's going in box number 1?
I am going to smell for food and see if I can find a food crate.
Smelling
You
is a
said
good
there
idea.
was
Yeah.
a crate full of coffee.
Give me a perception check.
I
That's what I
called
thought.
crate full of coffee.
This
I'm
has
getting
got
in the crate
two
full of coffee beans.
2 reasons. 11.
You find the what would be the strongest smelling thing that they'd be exporting? What do they?
Maybe
Potpourri.
alcohol?
Well, they do have they do grow
Did you
grain.
want to go in that
Please-
dose and you're not a drinker?
Please don't. No, please don't get in that, because if you accidentally
exhale too hard, like you could explode the ship. We need to save that.
All right, you find a crate filled with large caskets of fire brim whiskey.
Fuck you! I need you here.
What?
So this is the bottles of Fireball.
Drink up.
Hey.
Go!
Give me a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Can't save against poison.
Come on, Nat 20 this.
16?
16. Firebrim whiskey is an intoxicating, throat-quenching, heaping mouthful of what can only be described as a red chili whiskey.
Nice.
To our mortal minds. It is spicy on the tongue and burns fiercely on the way down.
Sounds good.
But you're a masochistic little goblin. And you don't.
It's
It's all
Fireball.
good.
Yeah.
It's kind of his fireball, yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's got a nice
Added
kick.
chili flakes.
Well, let's fuck you, sorted.
Harken at you.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Alvina's
Detect
gonna
magic.
basically go for this
See if anything-
area that it's in, and she's gonna
Like
try and
magic
look.
does not go through the boxes.
Then
You have to
never
open
mind.
up
I'll just
every box.
Yeah, Alvina's basically gonna go through and look
Coffee bean
for other
and wait for
food
these guys.
or drink-based ones. She assumes that this area is gonna be like the food, so we all end up in the kitchen.
As you are continuing to look through the crates and boxes, as you seem to be deliberately looking through some, those of you keeping watch notice the next shipment of civilians descending down on their floating platforms towards the boxes. You must either get into your boxes now or retreat from sight.
I crack open my box of coffee beans. Hurry up! We close. On the point and me and
When
what's
jumps
his
in.
I dive. You go into
Quench for the
I-
coffee.
Yeah.
face?
I
No,
dive-
it's not that big. It can't be that big.
Centaur size. I dive into a box, which I'm assuming I'll find a pastry one or something.
Lou would
Why I
get in
wasn't doing-
any box with as many of his followers as possible.
Sardines.
Oh my god.
Zormir, what were you
Fart
saying?
in there.
I was investigating to see which ones I could were look like the most viable ones.
Was
Or again-
viable or valuable?
Viable for to get people in, and
Side.
basically just tapping it as I went past them after looking
Give me
in
an
them.
investigation check.
That's what I
We did.
did
It's
earlier.
26.
Nice.
Oh,
Actually,
26, nice.
Nice.
You find what appears to can only be described as some form of root vegetable, but like a leek or some form of squishy substance that actually acts as a bedding and would provide the safest transport.
Mm-hmm.
You found the wall room.
Yeah.
I found the
Is
whole
it-
room.
Is it also inedibly spicy?
No, there's a nice savory buttery taste to it.
Oh.
Grabs
If Zormir's
Alvina.
getting in there, we're gonna have like a beef
I've
salad.
already jumped into a different crate that's just here.
Or grabbed some of the other.
Yeah, someone
whatever.
else who's standing around just broming.
Probably Assassin's Vat or something.
As you
We
all
in
get into your crates,
The long and the short of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need all of you to give me either an intelligence or wisdom stealth check as you attempt to make it not so bloody obvious that you've cracked open crates and stashed your way inside them.
I'll basically just roll a wisdom saving throw. Because I don't have stealth.
I'm gonna roll it as intelligence because that's a lower mod, and he's drinking.
11.
Right. So mine is +8 to this then.
I definitely had to go with wisdom. What? You
So,
good?
yeah.
Hey,
25.
It's 23, isn't it?
No, it's +8, so 25.
Oh, is it +8 onto the +2 already?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that's my
That's what
intelligence.
confused me.
Yeah,
That's what
the plus
confused me.
yeah the +2 is my intelligence mod, but then because I've got experience or expertise in stealth.
Oh, gotcha. That's what just really baffled me.
Right.
Hang on a minute.
You okay, Lou?
Yeah, I don't like that roll.
Gwent's gone.
But I've also got proficiency in stealth, so it should be a bit higher.
I know that you've got
Yeah.
over 30.
You
I
also
just
get
did
a
a wisdom
+2 because
save.
you're near me.
Gwent
You
is a
have?
coffee bean.
Gwent is form of coffee.
What was the question, Lou?
He's using
Did I
his
roll
stealth.
that right? Just a wisdom save.
No.
No, it was a stealth check with either wisdom or intelligence based mod. But everyone else was rolling wisdom because it's the same modifier for them.
Mhm.
You can also just roll wisdom or intelligence check and then add proficiency if you happen to be proficient in stealth. It's always the easiest way to do it since roll 20 doesn't have easy modifier exchanges.
Yeah.
No proficiency in stealth.
Then roll intelligence or wisdom depending on what your stat is higher.
Or if you like me, roll whatever's lower.
So it's a save, yeah?
Just say just a check.
Just to check.
I'm not even proficient.
Neither am I.
I've got a question. If I use a tool for it, using a crowbar from inside to pull it down,
Oh, that's a good idea.
would that change my check?
Allow you to add a modifier to it.
I'm fine
Get a
with 11.
+1 or have advantage. I don't know.
I'm fine with 11 because I imagine Albina has started to eat through whatever supplies are in here,
Oh
so
my God.
it's about right.
Someone's gonna crack
Hopefully
open
lowers
your
the
box.
DC.
You're gonna go, hi, close it. Fill
It's
them
just
in.
crunching from
and eat them.
inside.
To be fair, it is a party stealth check, so I think altogether you
Opens
guys...
the box. Occupied.
Give me some privacy, God! You don't just open a door on stuff.
God,
you are.
damn.
Can I do a strength check to see if I can keep the lid shut? With the
Uh,
crowbar?
No, unfortunately, it says attempting to cover up your tracks. You will get a modifier if you're using actual tools to cover up your tracks, but it's still requiring the intelligence and wisdom to know where you need to cover. Yeah, it's fine. It's a little bit sloppy, but the rest of your party covers up for it. Like as an average on whole, the party succeeds at their group stealth check.
Yay.
This is mostly just about like tidying up the edges, actually putting the lids on properly, all of that, and just knowing how to cover up your any evidence of your passing.
Oh, fuck you, hasn't done any of
Removing
that.
the crime scene. Removing the crime scene.
Yeah. Physically, it's easy to do. It's just being aware enough of your presence and surroundings to pick up on those small little details that most won't. But as the party is stowed away in their various crates, the darkness creeping in around you, the smells of whatever crate-filled content you are now resting in, some of you are having a rather pleasant and comfortable stay. You're effectively in a large bedding of some kind. Hopefully, though, it won't shift and drown you in your various content. And some of you who are hasty in your getting into the boxes are probably stacking up against things that are pointy or have angles to them.
It's fine, I'm eating my way through the ankles.
And fuck you, drinking contents of his.
As the time passes, you hear voices outside for those with high perception and keeping an ear out of Ignin, a small, high-pitched quarreling and the occasional grumbling of what appears to be low-strength creatures attempting to load giant crates onto a levitating platform.
Are they just swearing from what
Yep.
Albina hears?
Constantly.
Hey, watch it.
As we all know, Magmins are the goblins of the elemental world.
Kind of.
And a few of you unlucky people, as you're all going to roll me a fate check, are going to have your boxes accidentally tipped over.
Okay. fate's
Everyone
just
go
D20, right?
Yep, everyone roll me a
Oh.
D20.
D20.
That's
I
not
get
good
tipped
for us, is
over!
it, Glenn?
I
Not
just
good for
seen
me,
the two
Glenn.
come up and was like, oh fuck.
No, that's your
'Cause I
fight.
just-
It's the
I
first
just
thing
pressed
crime.
D20 and saw two come up. And I was like, oh, it's not mine.
I mean, I think
Of course we get caught!
Well, you're
Yeah.
not necessarily caught yet. Just your box is being thrown about.
Yeah.
mhm.
Is that everyone? Fade, where's your roll 20?
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Did you?
It's not come through.
I'm
There's Gwen,
seeing it.
Wolfie, me, Zormir,
Fair
and
enough.
fuck
No,
you.
no.
I mean,
For
you know
anyone who
what?
load
I'll
below 10,
reroll. I'll reroll.
I won't trust you to say you're 0 to 3. Nobody ever lies about a low roll.
Yeah.
Wolfie, Zormir, and Fukyu, potentially, and Fade, with that 3. You all find your boxes tipped over on end as they are effectively being rolled. The goblin, or the little elemental goblin magmans, clearly, God, I somehow got lower.
Yeah.
Clearly not adhering to any of the fragile labeling marked across the boxes.
I have so many coffee beans inside me right now. It's so
As your
uncomfortable, Gwen.
Body is
Help me.
whiplashed back and forward and impacted by coffee
Get in my eye
beans,
socket.
leaks,
Half
or
food,
another
half pastry.
array of strange items. I'm gonna need some form of safety check. That's probably a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
Aha.
Question:
Ah.
Here we go.
how long does the advantage last?
22. There
Uh,
we go.
give us a second, I'll look at the spell.
I think
Yeah,
it's
'cause
probably
I-
only a couple minutes.
I don't know. If it's like an hour, maybe.
An hour.
Oh, it's an hour.
And
It's
some
been an
bullets in
hour.
there.
I can see it an hour. After all, you did do it after the princess has already arrived, and you know she was gonna take like 10 minutes to get down there.
I'm gonna do mine at disadvantage because Fucky's probably drunk about a liter of this already.
That's why it makes sense for him to have rolled so low.
19. 7.
7.
Like how Lou and their sardine cultists are just like happily like packed in together, unshakable as a group.
Yeah.
We
Oh yeah.
stand
I'm gonna.
together.
Together
Lou's used to a
strong.
packed sermon.
Also, I'm gonna say sort of is in the key as well. Just
No,
because
that
that's probably the
'cause he's in
safest.
whiskey otherwise.
Yeah, that's probably the safest place for him to be at the moment.
That was the perfect time for a firework to go off, by
Yeah.
the way.
That's fair. As you are being thingied onto the levitating platform, you can feel the tug of gravity jolt away from you as you begin rising up in the air. Fukyu, with your 7, you begin. I don't know what are you doing as suddenly you're shifted and bounced about, and dozens upon dozens of heavy wooden casks are squashed into you.
Oh, I was
Are
imagining
you
I was
able-
actually in a liquor barrel.
Yeah, I
Actually,
shoved him in
in
a barrel. I shoved him in a barrel.
So you're planning an escape like a hobbit.
Yeah.
So, Fukyu, as you begin drowning in the shifting wave of watery alcohol,
He's still trying to drink it as he's drowning.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I had in
fuck,
mind.
you're gonna get up to the storage room. You're gonna find Fukyu, and he's gonna have drowned in the whiskey.
Oh, he's
You're gonna die
immortal.
But
happy.
it'll be
Yeah.
perfectly
Fuck, he's
preserved.
immortal.
Happy.
It's how I want
Well,
it to go.
shit. So, Fukyu, as burning hot whiskey goes down the wrong pipe,
Yep.
and you begin coughing and choking, still trying to drink it down. You madman, you mad goblin.
You mad bastard.
You're struggling to breathe, and as you weren't able to take in a gust of air because that gust of air was replaced by whiskey,
Mhm.
what is your con mod?
Con mod is +2.
I believe, if I'm not correcting, that gives you 3 rounds of oxygen without a breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have 18 seconds.
So, rounds until death. 3. So as we get into the countdown of as you're coughing and breathing, it occurs to you should probably do something to breathe again. How would you like to get yourself under control?
Please say.
How are you going to calm yourself down or kind of dislodge the water in your lungs or the whiskey in your lungs?
Please tell me you have breathing.
Rub your earlobes and go.
Do you have another polymorph?
I've got polymorph, yes. I was thinking.
Turn into a. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Drunk fish.
To be honest, I was thinking like turn into like an eel or something. But it depends on whether it would actually be able to like
It wouldn't.
breathe in the
No.
whiskey. Let me just.
Polymorph into an undead beast.
Wait, no.
Technically.
Can you turn into a plant with polymorph?
No, it's only a beast.
No, it's a beast.
Ah.
You can turn into an undead beast.
No, that's an undead. Not a
Oh,
beast.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
still an
an
undead.
Undead replaces the type in fifth.
Let me just have a quick look, see what kind of thing I could turn into.
Crocodile. They can hold their breath for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it also depends on how big the barrel is.
Small crocodile.
Small crocodile.
Oh, you know what? Apparently it's actually equal to it. It's just a minimum of one. So you've actually got 2 rounds.
2 rounds.
There is no +1.
I also thought it was a +1, so fair enough.
Lizards can stick on things, can't they?
Um,
Could stick on the bit that's actually not submerged.
I'm gonna polymorph into a frog.
Fair. I feel like that is sufficiently enough to start breathing normally again and not, drop to 0 hit points and die.
I'm gonna do it on the use the wand. Use a charge of
You've
that.
got plenty spare, so
Yeah,
We have like 5 of them left today or something like that.
something like that.
Yeah, I know you've got a lot.
All right. So as the party have all survived their relative uncomfortable ordeal or their near-death ordeal in Cuckoo's case, some time passes. 5-10 minutes, still movement and motion for your crates, the banging and bobbing and the occasional swearing of Magman goblins. Another 15-20, it gets into half an hour before finally your crates come to a rest, and then you hear a plethora of more Magnum swearing as your crates are lifted up and seemingly deposited into some sort of rack or some form of storage pattern, given the lifting and pushing and shifting motion that you're experiencing from within your crates. You also hear the slightly deeper, larger, crackling voice of some large elemental instructing the Magmums to go about. For those who speak and understand Ignan, you get the general of no, that rack's getting full. Move it over to the north side. General instructions of what appears to be some form of foreman.
Okay.
A couple moments later, after all the swearing has stopped, you hear a retreat of feet of a little Magamum making their way out of the room with the levitators, presumably to get their next shipment. The room goes quiet initially. What would the party like to do? How long would you like to wait in the crates? Would you like to do anything?
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, if I may, and expand my consciousness out and see if there's anyone else in this room. And if there isn't, I will...
And cracking the
I will
crate.
crack open the crate.
I was wondering if was the plan we wait in the crates until we take off.
Were
No,
we
we
not
need
stealing
to-
it before? No,
Yeah.
we can't take off because she's going to be on the
Oh
ship.
yeah, she's gonna. We have to have jacket. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we have to jack it before she gets on.
I mean,
If
that's
he's still
that's the deal you made. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily the deal you have to keep if you want to kidnap some royalty.
Mm.
No, royalty would just
That's
make
gonna-
it more.
And look, we
That'd
were
make us a bigger
after-
target.
We were after a primordial spy, but
That's a bit extreme.
It's kidnapping the princess. A little extreme for now, yes. We'll kidnap her right first. We'll come back for the princess.
But yeah, if I could do that.
You can, and I'll get back to your results in a second. I'm just going to do a round robin of what everyone else is doing. Wolfie, what are you doing in your crate?
Alvina's going to basically just like when she finishes the pastries,
Of course.
she's going to just try really hard to see if she can hear any sound in the rest of the room.
That's fair. Give me a perception check. Zormir, what are you doing?
I'm using the crowbar to crack it open a bit so I can see out.
Perception.
That's fair. Give me a stealth check at advantage.
It's really loud in this box.
Fuck you. What are you doing?
As a frog, he's going to drink more of the whiskey. So I'm going to roll
You
a
do
con
so.
for the frog.
Yep.
You could have
That
died.
poor frog.
11.
Gwen, what are you up to?
Does Fade's arm
Drunk frog.
produce heat?
Stealth at all.
You did have advantage because of the crowbar. What was that, Gwen?
No, advantage only takes me flat because I've got
Does
disadvantage.
Does
He's
Fade's
not-
arm produce heat?
Not a mechanically noticeable amount, but it does produce heat rather than actual flame, since, it's still a warm-blooded body part.
I'm just saying more than normal. Like, is it making it smell amazing inside the coffee box?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Gwen's eyes are going to go super wide, and also is going to transcend the box by just staring out and trying to peer through the box, just really high.
Really high. What the fuck is in these beans?
That's fair. Give me a perception check at disadvantage as you stare into the wooden panel. Lou Grim, what are you and your 20 cultists in a sardine box doing?
Singing Kumbaya.
19.
Jesus Christ.
You see the picture of your god in the wooden grain for some reason.
You punch it.
Punch it.
You do so, it hurts. Lou Grim, what were you doing your cultists?
Neil?
Neil?
Well,
You
Lou
muted.
Grim and the cultists are too busy. They already left their crate ages ago and have already stolen the ship, unbeknownst to all of you.
Yeah, I buy it.
You muted yourself again.
It might be intentional.
And you unmuted, then muted yourself.
We'll come back to Lou once they figure out the
We'll
tech.
get back to Lou as soon as Discord behaves.
Lou's having a conflict.
Yeah.
An internal crisis.
Lou's unmuted. Speak.
I'm unmuted.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's still got. There we go. It still had the red line through it.
All right.
Is
It
Discord
wouldn't
being Discord?
change.
Is Discord being Discord?
Yeah. And I looked through the crack in the gap that I made with the crowbar and see what I could see.
And also give me first of all, a stealth check with advantage if you're attempting to peer through. I've got to quickly double check some things. Okay.
18. Oh, shouldn't have done that 10, but 18.
And then give me a perception check.
Come on, Lou. Someone's got to see something outside.
Is that flat? Or with
Yes.
advantage as well?
No, the crowbar only helps you actually lift open the box.
You didn't. You're trapped in a box. Fuck yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Alrighty then. I need everyone to, let's see here, as we switch over to the final part of the session and to the new endeavor of and the future artistic style of the Alterra campaign, to the pixel arted storage room.
No, I've seen this. I have like the 8-bit music in my mind playing right now. But
Now we're going to see a plumber.
Now, I would like everyone to take their character and place yourself in one of the pink storage boxes
Got
and put it wherever you like.
I'm tiny again.
As we Here we go. The map should be to scale. Zormir, you seem to be outside your box.
I know. I was
Zombies
just
on the
putting it.
ground.
I was
Because
putting
he's
it.
thinking
on-
outside the box.
I was just
I
putting it.
don't have maps on the phone app, so if someone could do that.
Yeah,
for me,
that's fine.
that'd
I'll
be-
send you a screenshot in a second and put
I'm
your
whichever
mini-
box that TR's in.
You're the other half of Gwen's box.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Two-faced.
Everyone on already.
my bad. I was trying to put you on the map.
No.
We're both doing it.
Oh god, fate, they're multiplying.
But are they losing control?
The fades must be crazy.
Oh yeah, I suppose Abby should be in one as well. Let's put her over there somewhere.
I'm fucking tiny.
We're all tiny.
Yeah, we all started off
Well,
tiny.
I'm even tinier.
Yeah,
I was
we all,
that size as well.
yeah, we all started off like
Some
that.
fun of a
Only-
giant to
Now
me.
you're really wide.
Only the point.
Wide-
only the
wide
point
grim.
was a guard.
Do-do-do-do-do.
remember?
We had a
Uh,
wide grim. For
I would
a
have thought Abby probably being with Alvina.
That is up to the party.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We just haven't even got outside.
Map is in the Shattered Alt Sphere for James.
Hey, where's we're gonna put points somewhere on the map as well. Also, I guess assassin would be in. It's very cramped.
For now, keep the non characters here just to keep the map decluttered. You can put Scott off somewhere if you want to use them. I believe they do have combat stats now.
They've
They're
got
in the key.
yeah, they're currently in the key. So
That's fair.
So he didn't have a freaking depth charge on
Yeah.
the way up.
And it's just currently Abigail.
And fuck you is
two
also
player
currently a
characters
frog.
as NPCs.
Oh, where the fuck do we put the giant?
We leave him.
yeah, he's
We'll
still
leave
waiting.
him in
He's
a box.
he's still
He's
waiting
in
in the
here
I was gonna say he's still waiting in the loading bay.
Just
what-
left him.
Yeah, I
I
just left him
the
there.
magnets, I just can't figure out how to lift the box. That he's in.
That box is way too
Well,
heavy.
This is too heavy.
Why does this box look like 3 boxes hastily now together?
Why is it so cold?
Why is this box? Oh, it's in the fridge. They've got some sort of fridge unit. It's like, well, this must be the ice box, I guess.
Mr. Popular. He's very popular. He's all. He's the one who got told, no, that can go over there. They're too full here.
To be fair,
Actually, no. Fuck, he's probably behind this bar.
Is that a bar?
Is it a bar? It looks like a bar.
I just thought it was a shelf.
Right. No, so the purple are walls. That is somebody's office you're in. Get out of the office.
It's his personal booze stash.
The green things are blue plotted plants.
Green things.
The
The blue things.
the blue things.
Oh.
The blue things dotted about everywhere, like potted plants or potted
I
plants.
don't see any green things.
The pink are obviously stacks and stacks of shelves.
Mhm.
The woods are table and a. Well, I'm describing the scene anyway. As those of you peek out, some of you having failed yourself so bad, Zormir, that you just make a nearing creaking sound, hilariously right in the vicinity of some what appear to be fire elemental myrmidons wearing the cinder armor, which we're calling fire guards. What the fuck did I call these again?
I think it was Fire Guard.
Oh, it's royal fire guards. Yeah.
Ooh.
Mhm.
As you stare directly at the back head of 4 royal fire guards playing some sort of fire-based board game on this large mahogany table.
Red Dragon in.
Right, Dragon. In this what appears to be a rather cool, slightly metallic colored ship interior. Lou, with your 23 perception, you notice the very large elemental doors off out from this room, a smaller set of doors and what appears to be a slightly thinner set of walls in the interior, and what appears to be a large ventilation shaft. If I get a nice color here to document it, up in the top left corner of the room.
Okay, with a 6, I may notice Abby.
And with a 6, you may know it's Abby. All of the guards are currently in a relaxed posture and position, playing. They've got their crystal scimitars at their hips, and their heads, helmets, visors, kind of on the table next to them. They've currently got it off,
Oh.
as they appear to be relaxed. They were not expecting people to be stowed away in the crates.
Why
All,
would they?
all I'm
It's
thinking
technically
of,
friendly territory as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
all I'm thinking of is the scene from Avatar where all the guards are in the fire prison.
Yeah. I get you.
Right. So, as all that happens, Zormir, as you make a horrific rending noise that would definitely draw attention because you rolled a 4, you have mere seconds as the world goes to slow motion and the royal guards closest to you begin to turn their head in the direction of that horrid sound. What would you like to do?
Mm.
And
Prayers might be a good start.
Don't mind me. I'm not bringing up the turn order for any particular reason.
Yeah. For no
They-
reason
they-
whatsoever.
My finger
Look,
just
I would
slipped.
like to go,
Yeah.
oh, you fucking guys. Wait 5 seconds so that I can detect if anyone's there.
I didn't do
Oh.
anything.
Fade, you get
That was
the
Alvina.
presence of 5 sentient mines in a 60-foot perimeter, or like 120-foot perimeter. I don't know how big the map is.
You fucking idiots.
What the fuck is- what else are you doing?
I mean, how would you have
240.
communicated how many people were there anyway?
I would have knocked 5 times on the wall.
Which
That was
would have
already
attracted
me.
attention
Yeah.
as well.
Wait a minute.
And even if it didn't attract attention, how are we supposed to know that's what it means?
Yeah.
Oh,
We-
and a
we've
look
not-
just because I got sidetracked by the room itself. You also feel the subtle vibrations through the floors of what appears to be some sort of ship engine humming in the far distance. There's a purring to the room around you. Subtle, very unnoticeable unless you're deliberately paying attention. But you did nat 20, get 23.
Yeah,
So
I was paying
you're-
attention.
you get the feeling that you are on a ship.
We are on the ship.
Just in
Oh,
case there's
step
any
one.
doubts.
Yeah.
Congrats, we
We're
have
not on the ship. We got
The
We are
window,
off.
switch your route.
we
taking
got loaded
crits
to a
back
different
off.
ship.
Oh, that'd be quite funny.
That would be very funny.
6 parts later, you finally get to the right ship. But yes, sorry, Zormir. You're in a precious slow down moment. You have failed your stealth check. You're about to be discovered. What would you like to do?
There is no one here. I am just a box.
I'm going to shoulder barge the box so it tips off and falls.
Ooh.
All right.
Make it,
I'm
like,
keeping it shut, right?
yeah, letting go
Yeah, I
of the
get you, I know what you
crowbar
mean.
and just going full body weight towards it just to make it attempt it to tip.
Go ahead and give me a either an acrobatics or athletics check of your choice, because I can see both.
Athletics.
It's gonna be athletics. Yeah, you're not very dexterous.
Hmm.
Depends
It's
on
not
how
the most dramatic of tippings, but it is a success.
Just-
As your box falls down with a crash, and the 4 guards jump in startled surprise. Not hostility. Well, maybe they're still kind of reaching for their swords, you know, as you would do reactively if something large crashed. But they seem to be peering at the box quizzically. Would you like to do anything as they begin to slowly approach to investigate what the fuck's just happened?
I got anything I can do?
Honestly, your best bet might just be just wait and hope the fuck they don't open it. So just go, something gave out.
Mhm.
I'm going to try and press myself at the back of the box and starfish out the way and hold it just to make it.
It's
And
just
try-
a little bit of
It
turbulence.
just fell off by itself because it was improperly put up. That's what the creak was.
It was like the rending metal sound followed by a box falling. Could make sense.
They begin to push over the box, or at least one of them does. The other one's going to stay back a little bit, and attempt to kind of just peer around the box and see what happens. Go ahead and give me. I'm going to do a contested strength check here, to see who can keep the box shut.
Come on, Zormir.
You got this, Zormir.
Pretty good at this.
Strength check.
Yeah.
See?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
God, you better hope they get less than an 8.
I can't
Nope.
help you, bud, I'm
I don't
afraid.
think they can.
Yeah, you might not. If it's pure strength. Yeah, you got 5. Surprisingly close.
Oh, to be fair, it was athletics, so you can add your modifier.
Oh, that's a 12.
think
That's a
it's-
match.
Well, the status quo remains.
Yeah.
The box remains closed. Both roll the
You're
same.
lucky.
You lucky bastard.
As they try to lift the lid off the box and see what's happening, they find it sealed shut, and you can hear them in that sizzling, whispering voice of each other communicating before eventually you feel the box being lifted up and pushed back into the compartment in which it had been stored.
I couldn't
seems
hear
you have-
where I am, right?
I held my breath the whole time.
Yes, it was mostly a mutterings of I don't know what the fuck happened here.
Yeah.
Give me a hand here. This fucking thing's heavy. And the scene begins to settle down again. The guards take their position around the large wooden table, begin playing their game. We return back to the rest of the party now, no longer in current danger. What would the party like to do? You have a rough idea of the location and the storage room that you're in. You know that there are 4 guards. Fate is away. There's a 5th one out of line of sight of any of you.
I'm really hoping.
So Lou wouldn't have seen the guards.
You saw the 4 guards, but the 5th guard is behind a wall.
I'm really hoping that Zormir's box is
5th one's fine.
corned
Uh,
beef or canned beef on it. That'd just be perfect.
Because
No,
I'm in
it's leaked.
Assassin's
Oh, yes.
phone book,
Oh yeah.
I'm
It's
going
leaky.
to say to them what I've seen. Like, there's 4 guards. There's an air duct down the bottom, and the doors.
For a collective use of telepathy, the party is able to exchange information slowly and sarcastically through a reluctant pay machine.
We'll sort of favor later.
Let me just
They remind you are really building up a tab here.
Yeah.
My tab's not going to be that big.
Yeah, Zormir's tab's the big one.
Yeah, he needs to go over his files.
Does
What?
Fade have a crowbar?
I mean, I do. Real quick, Chris, because I'm aware, it does, for my animancy, it does say that I need to be able to see creatures to tap into their anima. But I'm aware of where they are, like little radar blips moving around the room. Can I
Yeah,
still
sure.
use my soul scan or something?
No, that requires line of sight.
That requires line of sight. Okay.
I'm also going to say that the 11 con fuck you made as a frog probably did like at least 1 point of damage to the frog body, so that would have dropped.
It's still now, so
Splash.
you've probably drunk enough to at least get your head out. You're quite small.
Yeah.
So
So fuck you's treading water in the barrel.
Alvina's gonna stealthily just with her crowbar, because she does have one. She has her family crowbar.
The family crowbar. The good
I
old
mean,
family
it's a
crowbar.
special crowbar, isn't it?
Mhm.
That we found when we crashed it. Yeah, she's gonna crack hers open, hers and Abby's and Assassin's open, and yeah, try to have a look around. To actually get out, essentially, and try and like,
Yeah.
navigate to the others, essentially.
Because
Fucky's
there's only 4 guards, remember?
yeah. Fucky's
Yeah.
probably gonna try to do the same. He's got a crowbar. He's probably gonna try and leave it open the top of this barrel as well.
Well, you know what this means, right, folks?
Sounds like an initiative.
Give me
call.
those stealth checks while I double check the Royal Guard's passive
Yeah.
perceptions. Ooh.
Stealth with advantage because we have crowbars.
I'm probably
If
gonna
you
do
are
it.
within 10 feet
Yeah.
of me.
I'll take a 19. That's not bad.
I'm gonna do mine as flat because Fucky's probably drunk.
Yeah, it's fair.
Poisoned.
Faye, do you want me to do ours?
I mean,
Yeah, you're much better at stealth. than I
that
am.
was a low roll.
Yeah.
You gain a +2 to your roll.
27.
What's
take a
the range of your thing though?
10 feet.
That's why it works for Gwen because Gwen's in the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you trying to peek?
Lou's trying to clear. Actually, Lou's already passed this stealth check, hasn't he?
It's a 15, but I'm gonna, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna
Destiny.
use the Pact of the Talisman for an extra D4.
For those who, you guys can all get out of your boxes. Fuku is going to want to be careful though of getting into line of sight as they get out of theirs.
Oh,
so he's gonna
fuck
wanna
you.
try-
All he wants to do is be able to see what these things look like.
Oh yeah, if you're just cracking open, that's fine. It's mostly for Alvina then, and
Yeah.
anyone who else wants to get out of the box.
Because then fuck you is going to he's going to have a look around. He's going to dimension door between these two things, like 2 rows of things, and then he's going to cast disguise self on himself to look like these things.
Just a very small one.
Right,
Yeah.
so just cover this up. Here you go. This is another room. Don't worry about this.
There's nothing.
The bar's gone.
So let's
really look
take
like a
off.
He's going to try
You didn't to me,
start
it looked like
making the way
someone's
down
office.
towards there.
Zarmir's not moving because he knows that he's in the worst
No,
position.
you're in a bad spot, yeah.
There, and mark off the.
Alvin is trying to limit the amount she's glowing.
Disguise self. So fuck you looks like one of the thingies.
Very short fire.
Yeah, looks like one of the fire elemental royal guard guys.
You could look like one of the Magmans, because you've seen them before. And they're the right size.
Yeah, but the guards will probably question why
They
they're
probably
still
wouldn't
wandering
be allowed
around.
in there,
Yeah.
no?
That or they'll probably question why they're not moving boxes.
That's fair.
If I look like one of the royal guards,
It's
It's-
gonna ask you why the fuck are you so short?
that as well. And to which point, fuck you's probably just going to shrug and just wander off because he doesn't
My
know what they're
parents
saying.
smoke too much.
Stay at a distance.
My parents didn't smoke enough.
Yeah, he just says, "I'm not sure. I'm just very far away." But if they're speaking at him, he won't know what they're saying anyway. I believe disguise self that allows you to make yourself like a foot or 2 taller.
One
as well,
second,
right?
guys. My cat is about to throw up.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, it can make me seem like a foot taller. So instead of being like 3 foot, it looks like he's 4 foot now.
God, they were
congratulations,
even like
you've had your
5.
growth spurt.
You know these guys are a large category, right? They're like 8 to 9 foot.
He looks like a
They look like a
baby.
child. Why is there a child guard running around here?
His work experience. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I'll just say that I got hit by a permanent
You
reduce spell.
guys.
All right.
And
So,
yeah, so then he doesn't know where anyone else is. He's just going to wander around these shelves.
that's fair. You do that while Alvina is away. Look, Grim, what are you doing as you get out of your box?
He's going to be playing Marco Polo with fucking Assassin. And he won't know any distance because it's all in his head.
So a little fireworks right over the top of you.
Cool.
So you can confuse the rest of the party member. Lou, as you and your 20 cultists climb out. It's really like mute Alvina here.
Yeah.
You know?
For now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should
Think
be
they're
able
on
to.
their way back.
Can I kick whoop? Here we go.
Yeah, you can serve and mute them.
So
Alright.
it feels
Yeah, I'm
like
back. She
There we
seems
go.
alright.
He's back, and he says thirsty. All right,
hmm,
The cat seems okay.
so you can unmute.
To be fair, I didn't actually mute them.
Okay,
I haven't been around to yet.
Mm-hmm.
it was
We're
just in
contemplating
case.
Nah, I did. I haven't moved the other one. I just muted my own stream audio.
Ah.
For me.
Fair enough.
So. Oh, I muted my mic. They should have heard you.
Yeah, we could still hear you. It was coming through on the stream on my end as well.
Ah, fair enough.
We're just asking what Lou is up to with his 20 cultists.
Taking a
Oh,
couple
so
of
many.
having a
breaths.
great fun time, I'm sure.
I feel like he could just wander in there and just Eldritch blast this table away now.
You've got 20 cultists, but they are all level 1, so they've got I imagine not a great chance to hit royal guards.
Just
Like,
just the sheer amount of them coming out of that fucking crate. It's just
Wow,
like,
I'm just looking at all the game tags appearing.
they did perfectly.
The D&D version of Clown Car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clown crate.
Pop car.
It's the cult crate.
Cult
Yeah,
crate.
Oh, that's a good TV show.
It's a cult
Welcome
in
to
a
next
box.
episode of the Cult Crate.
It's a cult in a box.
Oh, but yes, Lou Grimm as your 20 humanoid cultists. What would you like to do? You're finally on the ship. The cultists are exuberant. It's still a struggle to keep them quiet because they finally gained their freedom.
I would first think to myself, finally, we're on the fucking ship now.
It took us 2 days.
It wasn't supposed to be difficult, but
Now you just need to find the control room and take the ship.
yeah.
So I'm imagining.
Tune
the-
back in 6 sessions where we finally get to the control room.
We should find a layout or a manifest or some kind of screen
A map that
on
says
the
you
wall,
are here.
like a map that
A map would be
literally. I
nice.
was just about to say that. Sorry, I spaced. What happened with the guards that were investigating Zormir?
They went back to the
They
table.
found the crate locked and they put the crate back in place.
And
Okay.
like, nah, it was
So
nothing.
Zormir is now locked in.
Not
It was
locked
already-
No,
it
Dormir was the one
closed
keeping it shut.
Okay. So they've gone back to the table.
Continuing with their game of Red Dragon, but probably a bit
They're
more
pacified.
Uku has gone out of his box.
and is a small myrmidon.
Who has a permanent reduced spell on him.
No, I thought he was one of the royal guards.
Yeah, he's one of the royal guards, but they're
The royal
myrmidons.
guards are based on a myrmidon. They're just better myrmidons, I'm assuming.
Because he's the
They're
new
wearing
guy.
suit armor.
With my detect thoughts, can I hear what's on their mind?
The game they're playing.
One of them is
I'm not
playing as
gonna
No, no, no.
improvise the game they're
What
playing.
I-
One of them
What
is
I'd like
playing
to
as
do-
Pookie and is getting really shafted in gambling rounds. That's what we'll
Can I-
go with.
Can I don't know if it's like a game of poker or something, but can
Red Dragon
I
in.
use my I don't know what that means.
It's
Can
a
I
game.
use, if you say so, try to do a thing. Can I use my destiny point and push into their mind? Realize this might be an assassin thing, but can I use my destiny point and push into one of their minds? Oh, how can he be bluffing? Or he has 2 aces. How can that be? I have 4 aces. Something similar, and make them think that one of the others is cheating to create a distraction, so that we can
I'm
get
gonna
out
go with
out this way.
no, simply because Animancer is supposed to be about the soul and not the mind. You're stepping
Not the
on
mind.
psionic too much.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's an assassin kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you're supposed to be tweaking their character sheet.
Making
For
them all
their monster
really.
stat. And unfortunately, personality is not on the monster sheet.
I mean, insight is if they have proficiency in it.
Oh yeah, and you can flare someone's insight if you would like. But that won't make them more paranoid, it'll just make them more insightful. So if somebody is legitimately cheating, they might pick it up.
Yeah.
Can I read their minds then, decipher who's cheating, and make them seem so overconfident to the point that the other players are
Catch on.
disgruntled by it?
Roll me an insight check yourself to first comprehend. Actually, give me an intelligence insight to see if you comprehend what the fuck they're playing.
Yeah.
Intelligence insight.
In order to see if you can actually figure out if they would be cheating.
Okay.
Because
you wouldn't
I don't think so.
Yeah, you wouldn't be getting thoughts of ha ha ha, I'm cheating. You'd be getting thoughts of, oh, if I just place the small starship to the right here.
Can I?
And ha ha ha, I'm cheating.
Can I?
You'll never guess.
Can I activate one of my essence patterns?
Okay.
I would like to activate Inquisitor's Insight to gain advantage on insight checks.
All right.
So Gwent would see, and Mr. Popular would see, my.
Well, they won't, Mr.
Mr. Popular is way away from us.
That's fine. We put him in his own box.
All right. Okay.
On
Well,
account
then
of
Gwent
being a
would
giant.
see. Gwent would see my robot eye sort of do that gyroscope laser focus thing where the shutter closes slightly and like it's a laser pointer almost beaming through the wall. Again, insight. Technically, I would use because it's intelligence based. I'll just roll Arcana because it's slightly higher than mine. Fuck's sake! Logged out, roll 20. What did I roll?
34.
34.
You've got guidance for it.
I don't have guidance.
Then 30.
30. A dirty 30.
Well, I don't think you can get a natural one. Okay,
I mean,
so
I've known someone to get a natural 30. Oh wait, they were cheating. Oh.
Yeah, on a D20, they got 30.
Mhm.
a
Alright, what do I glean with my
small
30?
shred of your soul, of memory, of some essence that you've acquired elsewhere, returns to your mind. You know this game, not you, not Fade, not the professor. Some other part of you, a creature that you captured long ago, that you had a part of the body of, and it occurs to you that this is Astral Inquisitor.
Oh my
The
god,
the
Astral
famous
Inquisitor.
the famous board game that is known to be ridiculously large and complex and requires 500 minis. The board game in which you can play as the different factions, either the Old Tombs Republic, the Divine Empire, or the Monarchy, or one of these smaller neutral factions as you attempt to conquer the entire cosmos.
It's Risk, isn't it?
Perfect for any family this
It's-
Christmas.
No, it's
It's
based on
Risk.
Imperium,
I'm
Um,
very
because it's the space version of Risk.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So the guy who, if there's one that's like, aha, now I'm going to take your.
They're all double counting their resources.
Oh my
They're all
god.
cheating!
It's the Primal Monarchy way.
Fantastic.
All four of them are cheating in the same way. So it's essentially not cheating at that point.
I would like to make it seem
Technically,
like one of them,
Yeah, exactly.
They're all playing the game the same way.
that one of them then is moving their pieces when the others aren't looking as well. In addition to being.
One of them has Madagascar. Always.
Yeah.
Somehow.
If I can do that.
Yeah,
Make
go
them
ahead and
seem-
give me a wisdom persuasion check as you try to manipulate their stat block in such a way to get the desired outcome.
Let's see. Persuasion.
Give it up on trying to give it an excuse at this point.
No, my wisdom is higher than my persuasion, so it would be
To be fair, they have a high enough intelligence level that it's not an impossible task.
I would like to activate. Oh no, wait, persuasion.
More poorly,
Yes.
the DM understands how to mechanically do it. Therefore, I'm just assuming the player does.
I would like to activate a second essence pattern, if you please.
Are you high enough
I
level
ra-
to do 2 simultaneously?
I am. I can do
Yeah, 'cause
3.
you're about
I think.
5. Huh.
Um,
Okay.
monstrous adaptation. It's gonna hurt me though when going forward
This would be funny.
if I try and do any more. So I activate Silky's aura, so Gwent would see that I take on almost the form of Silky, who we met. So my hair goes long. I didn't have hair before. I grow white hair, and my face becomes almost like this purplish sheen. It looks
Who the fuck was Silky?
fucking awful.
No idea.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only person. Do I just not remember this character?
No. They mean the mythical creature. It's just what I named their
Oh,
essence.
Selkie.
Like a Selkie.
Selkie,
Okay.
yeah.
I was like,
It's not a person previously. It's one of their mutations.
yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
God, I was
who
thinking,
the
who
fuck
the fuck
Jam.
is Silky?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
probably not the only person who was thinking
I
that.
thought Jam was Silky. All right, okay. Anyway, I get
It's a
advantage
se-
on
you're, a
those.
se- you're a were seal, basically.
Perception. Well, yeah.
Oh.
So wisdom based. Charisma. So 28.
Okay. So while that is bubbling, you are aware that it would take a little bit of time, but you've set the rolling stone in motion. The first domino has hit as you can feel a ping in their essence as their insight goes off, and they're able to glean something that they previously wouldn't have been if you weren't amplifying their stats.
Mm.
And you give that some time. We'll come back to the results of that in a second, because that'll take a couple minutes to get going.
Yep.
But while we're doing that, let me just do a quick round check of everyone else. Zormir, what are you doing in this box? How long are you gonna stay in this box?
That's solid behind me. Other side, other side
Um,
of the. Where
It
the shelf
is
solid
this almost adamantine-like metal bars. Maybe
so
like
there is
half of
something in
foot
between
gap.
the two boxes.
Yes, a grating or like bars wall,
There's a
or a
grill.
wall made of bars, a grill.
So-
Purple is adamantine bars.
I wouldn't be able to sneak from that back end of the box through the other side.
Unfortunately,
Run like
not
Mel
without some
Alright.
sort of teleportation,
You have to run like
or by
Mel
being an
Blanc.
ooze.
I have plasmoid to do it, actually. There is a race for that.
There are ways to do it, but you unfortunately do not have any of them.
You can't like T1000 it.
No, because I
Unfortunately,
don't
I'm not a
have.
high enough level pyromancer, I assume, to be able to actually manipulate the metal. So
I thought you were gonna say
Sorry.
melt it.
I'm definitely not high enough to melt adamantium. Or adamant. That stuff's hard to melt.
And it
Yeah,
just
but it was
keeps.
something you try and okay.
Yes, would you like to do
Fire breath
anything else, Zormir, or do you want more time to think it over?
You know what? Screw it. Expeditious retreat and
Yeah, just run. It's your only shot, really, yeah.
bolt it, jump out and bolt it up this way.
It's fair. You attempted to be stealthy, or
Um,
I suppose so.
well, as stealthy as I
He
can
hasn't
be,
been so
doing
far.
a absolute acrobatic flip out and run like fuck. So I don't know how stealthy I can be. Gonna be a.
Giant
well,
rocket.
you go ahead and roll me a stealth check. We'll let the dice decide. As we go back over to, I assume Fuki was still heading north. I was trying to get the rest of the party. Alvina, you were back. You've gotten out of the box of Abigail. What would you like to do while this is all happening?
I assume I can start hear like a faint mumbling of Lou trying to calm his cult army down.
Yes, you
So-
can hear the mumbling of 20 cultists on the other side of this wall.
So we're gonna go and head
quiet.
that way,
Calm down.
basically.
Lou, you
Mumbling of
see
20
the heads
people.
of Alvina and Abigail pop around off. Shut the fuck up, Lou. You're making too much noise.
Making too much noise, we can hear you.
Like, I'm trying to keep them quiet. They're just excited.
Quiet. I say to all the cultists.
That's fair. Zomir, as you get out of the box, let's see.
I've got
I'm
an
gonna
idea if it's a fail. Can I suggest
for,
it?
for 10. Yeah, go ahead and suggest it.
As I go
hang
to
on,
jump
hang on,
out,
hang
I
on.
kick the box over with me. So shit, and shout shit as the box comes down with me and start to try and run.
Well found, Zormir.
That's fair. As you're doing this, at the same moment, a sudden burst of energy erupts at the table as one of the royal guards gets up and sucker punches the other guard, distracting them and lowering their passive perception to 11.
Ah!
As they all turn to look at Zormir,
Apart from the one who's nursing his jaw.
apart from the one who's nursing his jaw. As it was a good attempt, and the distraction may have proved useful there. Unfortunately, you were just one too low.
It's because the
Jackass.
disadvantage is the worst part.
As you start rushing over, and Zormir, you also catch sight of what appears to be a tinier fifth guard coming up the alleyway. There's another one.
Who starts waving at you?
As Lou, give me a persuasion check, Lou, to see how well, as there is sudden commotion, that keep your gaggling cultist in bay.
Can I get advantage from me helping? Because I'm trying to keep them quiet as well.
Yeah, Lou, you can get advantage on your persuasion check as you attempt
I
to
got you, buddy!
keep your cultist under control.
They're scared shitless of me, so hopefully that helps. Or an or. One of the two. A 16.
It'd be 16.
A 16 was the first one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not the
I would have
25
liked it to have been the
natural
second roll,
twenty. Yeah,
but
unfortunately, you can't really do
I
that.
think 16's
It's not bad.
decent.
It's not
Okay.
bad.
16 is a success for
I could
purposes.
boost it.
That's okay. 16, you prevent your cultists from, as they are suddenly startled, all 20 of them, from, they do not start blasting Eldritch blasts everywhere,
Bam, 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 bam.
but instead kind of quiet down and almost get into a readied battle position. It seems that rather than having to curtail 20 chaotic running around headless cultists, you now have a platoon of 20 ready to go cultists at your beck and command. Because that's gonna... oh god, I'm gonna have to
That's
add...
actually perfect for what I have in mind
I'm
that
gonna
could
have to add
happen.
the cultist as an NPC later.
Yep. As one NPC probably.
Yeah, I was just
One.
going to
yeah,
say,
they're-
just,
they're- they're
just have
forward.
a
They're-
single
That'll be,
thing,
my boy, Brother Bramble.
and
Yeah,
just make it like a
Bramble.
large icon or something.
I am. I just need to actually work out it as, because they are not actually combat companions. They
Like a
they
small-
get
Yeah,
they get a
mo-
support action.
just use him
It'd
as
be
a mob.
just an Eldritch Blast, and it'd just be one big Eldritch Blast, because they just fire in unison, I imagine.
But with that, Fade, you suddenly get on the mind of, oh shit, there's an intruder from from at least 3 of them. One of them is the fourth one's just going, ow!
You
How did
bastard!
he know?
So Gwent, my distraction worked. Good news, bad news. My distraction worked. They've turned on each other.
Bad news, they don't care anymore.
Bad news, they don't care about turning on each other because, by the sounds of the mooing, Zormir has leapt out of his box and has bolted for the exit.
More importantly, from the first one who notices from Zormir, their thought also goes to they picture an area in the top left corner where there appears to be a large red button saying "Sound the alarm" written on it.
Also, they're about to hit the alarm. Let's go. And I leap out my box.
They
Well,
don't
I've
seem to be
not seen
going
that,
for
no.
that alarm just yet, but they
Oh.
consider it of, oh shit, if there's more of them, we should sound the alarm.
Okay.
Then you get the image of just guards flooding into the room, and a small feeling of satisfied smug on that guard's face at the idea.
Do we have a... Can we see this giant red button apparently on the corner? Is it really obvious?
It's not really obvious unless you know what to look
Okay.
for.
Can I his mind goes to where it is, and so I see essentially like an almost like a flashback or a vision of him pressing this button, guards flooding in and arresting everyone, and him being proclaimed a hero, right?
Yes,
So I
that is
know
what you
exactly
see. It
where
is
it
now
is.
marked on the map.
Perfect.
The red circle.
I'm trying to decide whether I can leap out and destroy it.
Maybe, who knows? Just be careful you don't accidentally set it off, as all these things will be answered and more. Not next week, because we're taking a break next week, but the week afterwards to does the party survive an encounter with 4, potentially 5 royal guards who are about to go and sound the alarms. And
That's the
also
name
they
of the
have a
episode.
gaggle of 20 cultists.
That's the full name of the episode. Episode 47.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will the party
44.
survive a guards?
On the plane.
I
Tune
jinxed,
in in 2 weeks' time
I
to
jinxed on the
continue the
airship.
journey on the ship. The ship is here, and they are now on the ship.
We finally got to the
The
ship.
idiots are
Finally on the
now
ship.
The idiots
sounds
have
like-
landed.
It sounds like a Dan
No,
Harmon.
the idiots have taken
bit,
off.
doesn't it?
No, the idiots haven't taken off yet.
The idiots haven't taken off yet would be a good one.
But wait, there's more. Now they're on the ship and they gotta battle those guys.
Yep.
I want to point out.
It's going all Rick and Morty there.
I think you
Yeah.
said Rickroll for some reason.
No.
Surely should be barely out of the box.
Barely out of the box. Yeah.
I'm never going to give that up.
Never gonna let you down.
They're gonna run around.
Oh, we are gonna definitely run around.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're
Gwen's
definitely gonna hurt me.
desert us at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
Ship
Viewers, you've been
properly.
rickrolled.
Right, let Chris do his outro.
Yeah, let's do the outro.
Mm-hmm.
That was the outro. We're good here.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, we've rickrolled
Yeah.
everybody, so we're
Bye.
good to go.
Bye.
Bye.
Can I not plug things?
Well, go, quick.
Yeah, so if you missed them, we've done 2 more Tales from the Spheres these past couple of weeks. Go listen to them.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay.
Everyone on
Bye.
Wolf's channel, go listen to them. Bye.
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 So
Bye.
underappreciated my time.